Stellar Age 0532 Second Apex Arbiter's Ascent. That's the order I'm going with, and I'm going to stick to it now. What's going on? Welcome to our little love letter game to all things sci-fi. We're talking mecha, we're talking sci-fi horror, we're talking sci-fi adventure, space opera, grimdark. Totally not grimdark. It's all over the place, but in a fun way, and in a world that I've worked very hard on to make sense. So we're going to get into that after a few of our usual announcements that we do at the beginning of our shows. But that's for then. What we have to do now is get into our next episode of Stellar Age. So who's ready to get into it?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Ah, the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So, let's get things started. Let's go into our next episode of Stellar Age. Today's episode 11 of Season 2. Tonight's episode... The crew is now hiding behind these berths. These cradles. These strange beds that are high-walled and filled with that same metallic non-Newtonian fluid. I need a better word than viscous. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it goop. That just completely undermines the entire idea.
Goop
of it.
makes me think of Instagram girls.
What? Yeah.
Don't ask her.
Don't even.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Ugh. Yeah.
Goop.
She has an entire line called Goop.
Forget it.
I'll explain it to you later.
We're fucked.
Anyway.
Shit.
No, we turned it off. That's water.
Yeah.
The crew hides behind these, seeks cover behind these structures in this side room off of the main, off of this main artery that they found that they were being followed on. Because around the corner came 4. It was 5 of them?
5.
Mm-hmm.
5 black-clad looked like low-grade power armor, not like full-blown Terminator style power armor, but
I think even like lighter than Eden's.
lighter than Eden's, but still it looked power armor-esque. Weapons-wise, they carried Tuathan-style gear, except for a Milesian pulse rifle. And their lights swept across the rooms, their red glowing visors trailing along with the light. As their garbled voices could be heard bouncing around in the silence. So, what's the crew up to at this point? You've taken cover. You are, from what you can see, keeping low. They're coming around the corner and their lights are sweeping, but you're not sure where they're moving just yet.
Gallo is probably very privy to watching Eden's heart rate start to skyrocket as engaging her neural link. She's going to send a message into the group chat.
We have a ship-wide
Across comms.
channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Private channels.
Thank you. I was looking for the appropriate word for
We have a channel.
channel. Thank you. Sounds way better than group chat.
Comms.
Comms. Thank you. Not a wordsmith.
Especially because we cannot
Reach our ship.
reach our ship
Yeah.
yet.
And we don't want to be talking out loud right now.
Well, and that is the joy of Eden's Neuralink right now, because you just get a text message scrolling into it, letting you know, this is a Tuathan Echo Squad. We cannot engage. They will absolutely make us eviscerated, disappear, never existed. Do not engage.
All right. If they come towards us, I will get up to speak, but I want to keep quiet and see where they go from here, and see if they.
All right, you want to see what they're doing.
Yes.
Okay. Then we're gonna have to start rolling now, because I need you to make. It should be, yeah. I need somebody to elect the primary stealth, and then everyone else is going to roll
Stealth dexterity
the assistance. Yes.
I have a +4.
+4.
+2, so not Galloway.
Yeah.
We'll go with you as the primary then.
All right.
All right. So
we both have the same.
Yeah, that's right. Just statistically.
the other two, you need to roll stealth as well.
Okay, but we can sort of.
Oh my god, that's terrible, guys. I'm in power armor! I'm in armor! I'm a sardine!
18.
10, 15.
8.
Well, weren't we helping you first?
No, yeah,
Oh.
they're supposed
Oh.
to roll first and then you roll. That's the point, because they're gonna dictate the
So
bonus.
it's my 4, not 4 plus whatever they.
I'm going to decide whether they give you a bonus or whether you get a
Okay.
raw roll. Or you get a negative because somebody makes too much noise. But you rolled an 18
15.
and a 15, so you would be getting a +2.
So it'd be a total of 10.
Total of 10.
Unless we can't reroll. Wait.
No, but
No.
you can risk fortune to up
No,
your...
I rolled 1s. I got 2 1s and a 2.
Oof.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah.
How many stun points?
1!
Or you get
2.
oh,
Two!
But that's only if we succeed.
No.
Oh.
2 of the Echo squad break off and head right. So away from you. 2 break left and follow down the short hallway towards your room. And 1 stays on Overwatch in the center.
You're getting more strings of panic text from the Neuralink. I've never seen them bleed. I've never seen a single one go down. They completely destroyed my unit. We cannot engage this.
Can I respond via chat? Like
Yeah.
text? Alright, I'm gonna respond.
You have hand terminals that you can
Yeah.
punch into, so...
I'm going to respond. If we make it through this, you're explaining to me why you know so much about them.
It's a
I'm
very
gonna see if
shallow
I can-
gamble, sure, okay.
I'm gonna see if I can talk to them first. Since they obviously are coming this way and will find us no matter what. And I'd rather them be at a distance than them right in our faces.
Too much, you're gonna have to start. That was a
Yeah.
lot to type out.
No, that wasn't
so
typing out. That was me explaining why
okay.
I'm doing this.
The light is sweeping through the room,
Yep.
and the light comes to rest upon one of the creches that you're hiding behind.
Is it the one I met?
Let's find out. Are we on 16
actually
or
is.
17?
Great.
Are we
I'll
on
pop up.
16 or 17? Oh god!
You're gonna stand up.
It's on
Yeah.
16.
And I'm gonna make sure that my arbiter signal is active on my comm. As I'm standing. See if I can get them to talk first.
As you stand up, the bright light almost seems to get tighter. Like the light actually focuses in.
Welcome down. Contact.
Can't understand what you're saying. And so
That's the point.
Yeah.
As I have had to say
Yeah.
every time I've done this thing. That's the point. It's
Okay.
garbled. It's broken. It's supposed to be confusing. It's an effect.
Do you understand me?
They don't move. Rifles trained on you. They slowly are moving through the room, side to side, breaking out, going left and right.
We are arbiters of the AIS The Chain. We have sent communication that you are here. Why are you here in Milesian and Kaitoan neutral space?
Make a let's make a persuasion test here.
Nice bluff there.
Yeah, you're gonna make a communication persuasion test.
Wasn't like the whole thing about like what we talked about before stream was we were gonna make some a lie or something?
Well, that was a
If
lie.
I succeed, that's stunt points. Hold on. 19.
19?
Yes, if I succeed, I have 4 stunt points.
That was a success. There are social stunts.
Yep.
It's vehicle combat. Ah, there they are.
I don't have
Attitude
I
stunts.
haven't gotten these. Hold on.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's general social stunts and attitude stunts. Their rifles haven't dropped. They're still focused on you. Well, at least one of them is. The other one is scanning the rest of the room.
Let's not use bad form. Hold on.
Yeah, let's also not use flirt right now.
No, I'm not going.
I'd like to flirt.
Oh, those are the social stunts? I was using the attitude ones. I didn't look at the flirt ones yet.
You didn't look at the flirt ones yet?
Yeah.
Nope.
There are other social stunts.
No, I'm actually gonna use
Good cop, bad cop.
2 in making an offer, and 1 on the fence, since I can to use on the fence for 1 stunt point. Due to being a socialite.
You're testing play. Okay. Aha.
Mm-hmm. I got the on the fence for 1, so the turn doesn't go up.
Okay. Okay. Sorry again. Bad stomach day. I'm very sorry.
Can I text them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you guys can. Sorry.
What you actually don't notice, because she's in power armor, but usually when she engages the Neuralink, the serpent tattoo along her back by the inputs for it actually lights up. Thankfully, in power armor, so you don't see that in dark while we're trying to stealth right now.
We're totally stealthing. I stood up and started talking to him. Later came down here anyway, so it was...
String of text starts continuing on, like she's still prattling about, like, let me emphasize, they will make it so that we were never here, never existed.
Galloway's just like calmly reading this over, like.
How are you calm?
I mean,
What
like,
drugs do you take? I want some.
This is beyond weed, my friend.
Ragna's pulse is thudding in her chest right now.
As it should be.
I have like the pulse rifles trained on me. We're having a one-sided conversation.
to be fair, Galloway might see himself as being, because he's Tuathan, he might have a better chance of surviving the encounter with these Tuathan Echo Squad.
You're arbiters, that's not gonna happen.
I know, but I mean, you know.
Racism.
I thought he was
passive
smart.
racism.
Hey, there's a difference between him having intelligence and him having wisdom. There's two separate stats.
It's like wisdom isn't a stat here.
You get like the visual grabs from Eden's camera into the chat where it's pointing out the Milesian pulse rifle and then also the sliver, like a succession of pictures of what they're equipped with. Trying to think like of the information he gave me, but I can give you guys some more.
I mean, we had like a
Technically, they're
pretty good
kitted out
readout.
for reconnaissance.
Yeah, with an expectation of engagement.
Yeah, with expectation of engagement.
Whatever, so you get to stream like more text as Eden's still staring, just like whatever they're doing here, they expected to engage. They are not here for a conversation.
I mean, to give them credit, they are in the middle of a war zone.
It's already happening though.
Yeah.
And since I'm holding a conversation or trying to with these people, I cannot respond. But I'm seeing it come up on the HUD of my
Pictures,
suit.
the scrolling text, they're like, and just more heart spikes, just like. She's still got 20 minutes worth of stim in her, but even without the stim, she would be starting to like that adrenaline moment.
I forgot you're still high.
Yeah, I got 9 more left, my friends.
Do you have them all on you?
Not all of them. I'm sure she took some.
Okay. It's like all your all your
Strapped,
pockets.
a bandolier of just hydro needles, just like. Although she did take an extra gun on top of the fact, because I'm in the power armor, but because I never used it, I was like, well, I don't want to risk the battery. If we don't need it, I brought my normal gun. But
Don't I have it on my back?
Hmm?
Or did you keep it?
I have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I thought that I had taken one, but
I gave it to you at one point during a different mission where I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
right. Okay.
Here, if you need this. Meh.
memory is reminding that I used to have one of these things.
Yes.
But I don't know if I still do.
Yeah.
No, I have my shotgun, I have the SMG, and I have my throwing axe. Which is great. I did tell them that we had sent communication that they were here.
I don't know if that's gonna make them like us more or not.
It's not about liking us. It's about like
the knowledge of their
you
being
can't
here.
wipe us out.
Because we've already gotten word
We're gonna
out.
make it harder for you if this is this is something you choose to do.
Yeah, you'd have to take on the arbiters in general.
Which I don't think I think they'd be fine with, honestly.
I know, but it's also
Still,
violate
yes.
whatever sort of treaty they're trying to pretend to be following right
It's
now.
the idea of hoping that we're too much trouble
Yep.
to do that.
Too much trouble than
Yeah.
they're worth, than their time.
They're here
is worth.
for something else, clearly. I highly doubt they were here for us. So on that idea, well, it would be in their interest to just let us go.
Just let us out of
fine.
here. I can try to talk our way out of a conversation.
Yeah.
At least they split 2, right? So we have only 2. The other 3 went
The
else.
third is in the hallway that's
Fuck.
about 10 meters away.
Yeah.
And then the
I'm
other 2
Overwatch.
went to the door we haven't checked yet.
What grenade do you have with you? Which ones do you guys have?
Oh, I had the
I think I just have a regular damaging grenade.
I think I had
Okay.
the there was the
I had the
flashbang and the
flash.
smoke.
I have the IR smoke.
Okay, then you
Okay.
took the flashbang.
Yeah, then I had the flashbang.
Yeah, okay.
And I just took a generic damaging grenade.
The kind that really does pain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
really good at the. I'm better.
People
with the
get
AoE
hurt when
stuff.
they get hit with a grenade. That's how language
The
works.
worst
Yeah.
thing that the thing that bothers me is the fact that they're in a semi-power armor side of things. So trying to get through that in order to deal damage is going to be difficult.
But Eden already told you they don't bleed. It's more like panicked neurotexting. My unit got square shots. We know how to hit that target. We've hit them. Nothing took them down. Nothing stopped them. They kept moving. They did not bleed.
Just making me think they're not living.
Well, whether they're living or not, it didn't stop them. It doesn't matter. The weapons we had did shit.
Well, seeing as how they're already in front of us, we can only do so much.
I know, but they made a Dominion unit disappear. They don't care who we are. Then a small, like, after well, be careful. At the bottom.
Ew, affection.
You can't say that. You're busy. You can't type.
I can't type, but I'm just saying ew.
Possible fucking time.
Okay, we were texting each other.
I was pretending like I was
I was
responding because I
spamming
can't
the
actually
group
do
chat.
so.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't spam me.
Yeah. You
Sorry about that. I am back. So you stood up. You
Fuck out of it.
basically threw down some authoritative, "What are you doing here?"
This
kind of vibes.
neutral space we're allowed to be?
We've already said that we've communicated you're here.
Yes.
I think that was the powerful gist behind that one.
Holds his hand up, closes his fist. Behind, the one in the center starts making their way in your direction.
Still the garbled chatter.
It's all. This is literally what it sounds like. Like it's just that kind of a chatter going back and forth between them.
Galloway's gonna message Eden like, is it better that they know we're here or that we're not here?
Well, the captain just stood up, so they know we're here. Is there a universal language for Tuathans, or we all speak a bridge?
You're all speaking a bridge language.
Yeah, but
that's
like,
the thing.
is there like one that is Tuathans specifically? Do they have their own language?
Yeah, they all have. All major nations have their own languages, but they speak this translated common
Okay.
sector language.
Across the comms, I can't
Just called
understand
bridge.
a word they're saying. Are they speaking Tuathan?
Just sounds garbled to me.
You're gonna give away our position!
His stomach just gurgled really loudly. And we're like...
Step forward. Put it down. Leave alone.
I have 2 with me.
Step forward.
I'm gonna move forward, trying to keep in the authoritative way I'm standing.
Mm-hmm. As
I'm gonna look him forward. Look him up and down. See if I can notice anything about them while I'm seeing him up close now.
their gear it's that level of high tech that you're having trouble noticing which spots, like where's the tech being hidden, kind of. More's going on because you can kind of see this refracted hex-like pattern kind of glistening across the surfaces of their armor.
I want some. Sorry.
That's not an Ethan sound, to be clear.
And as the three of you step up, do the two of you get up? Just her.
I mean,
She blew up your spot.
Yeah.
oh, did you point us out?
I
Yeah.
said I have 2 others with me.
Oh, okay, out loud, right?
Neural like, fuck you, and she stands up.
Galloway just kind of doing like the chill, like hands in the air.
Receiving transmission. Hold.
And as soon as he says that, The mask splits and opens up like a clamshell. Inside is a Tuathan face you don't recognize. But when she speaks, you definitely do recognize this voice. She had told you she was going to collect at a previous time.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
She has a almost ombre to her skin that starts darker and goes lighter as it travels up to the top of her head. So at the top, towards her hairline, which is her hair is white, slicked back underneath the helmet. Her skin is pale, and then slowly but surely starts to get darker as it heads down towards her neck. Cut, angle, cheekbones. A sharp, slightly upturned nose. Eyes that could stab through your heart with a glance. She doesn't seem to blink as she looks at you and speaks from her jet black lipsticked mouth. You notice that inside of her mouth, beyond her teeth, pitch black. Slightly unnerving as she speaks. She says, I had reports that you were down here. Good. I can make up on my promise. What are you doing down here? And don't give me any of that arbiter shit. I don't care.
Trying to find out more information about where the leads of missing people have brought us. What are you doing in neutral space?
I go where I please. I go where the wind takes me.
Underground.
Wind blows strongest near battles. And that's where I am right now. We're under a beautiful canopy. A downpour. This is where I belong. You don't belong here.
So you're military.
That word could apply. But, like I said, wind takes me where it carries me. And oh, I want this wind to be nice and strong. So let me introduce you to some of my favorite collection. And the other masks of the other squad members open up the same way, and the faces underneath are all contorted, screaming visages. You see two of them, as you can see the lights of the other two starting to head your direction. She says, if only I could be with you personally. As her face swaps to a new face, another one screaming. Each one a different, there's a Kaitoan, there's a Tuathan, there's a Milesian face. Each one contorted in a scream as they shoulder their weapons wearing these new death masks. And we prepare to roll initiative.
Oh no!
So cool!
Thanks, I hate it.
I love it!
Up shit.
Ugh.
All right.
There we go. It's been a while.
Dex.
Oh, yeah,
It's Dex, because you don't have a...
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And we don't get stump points for this.
Oh! We
No.
don't?
No.
Okay. That's a shame. So then churn doesn't matter if I rolled a 6, right?
This you cannot succeed at it.
Okay, good.
So no.
Good. Okay. Well, I need to use a calculator because I can't do math.
All right. I will go over and get your
20.
18.
12.
All right. So I need to roll at least. Bip. That is Zweihinder notes. I don't need those. Here we are. All right. So the one that was Kelig Oisha. Roll. Okay. So who's anybody over a 20?
I have 20.
You have a 20. Well, that's not over a 20.
No, it's not.
So 15 to 20.
What?
20.
18.
Ooh. What is your initiative bonus?
4.
No, I was looking at. I was asking the page in front of me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I could dig.
Speak to me, Paige.
Yeah, it's
Tell
as
me.
if we thought you were speaking to
Us, the players, in
the
front of
room.
you.
The only other people in the room with you.
Hello, we're here. We're real.
Are we? Oh my god, Katie. It's okay, it's okay, Katie. I can still see you.
I gotta visualize how we're laid out right now in the room.
Ragna was forward one creche, like, because remember they were in 2 rows. Ragna was on one side, behind one of them, and I assume that you two were close by behind the opposite.
We're kind of like V.
Yeah, with Galloway 1 row back. Being the valiant medic that he is. He does better from that position. Alright, so I will move this
So it's
down
you're
here.
I'm here. Peter's here.
Oh,
Right,
that
staggered.
way.
So you're the
okay.
furthest back, then it's
Yeah.
me on one side.
Yeah, because I was assuming like we were still like behind the pods.
But the pot there's another pot over here, and so put another pot here.
There were pod. I was here. He was here. You were here.
Oh,
Or this.
I-
It doesn't-
Okay, and
Yeah, I thought it was-
then
slightly different. That's fine. The
What
idea is
did,
that you're further back.
what did Galloway get?
12.
Now I do need to know what your initiative modifier is.
Mine's 2.
It's your dex plus your focus.
Oh, my focus.
You don't have.
If you
focus
have
yet.
the initiative focus.
Mm.
Just
You don't, so it's just 2. Alright. Shit, roll off with me.
Just 1 die.
Just 1d6.
3.
Okay, I got a 5.
Hooray.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's roster.
So you got a 12, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So then, but then which way is like the room from where they came from?
Well, they came from the entrance to the room,
Yeah.
the hallway.
That one came in. You.
I thought it was like Cake, Eden, Galloway. You know, the doors are here, so they probably came in.
And there's 3 there.
Yeah, very.
Because the one in the center came towards us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's.
All right, I have the line up here. Eden does have the initiative.
Do you want to retreat? Take cover for first assault?
You all technically starting in cover.
Oh, I thought because we stood out.
You stood up.
Stood up.
We're still
Okay.
behind something.
You're still behind your shit. You have half cover right now.
Okay. Don't suppose I can get away with using the RPG into the hallway.
Yeah, if you really want to, as they move to go to advance.
Well, they're all together?
There's we'll see how you do on your shot to see how many you hit.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll take the first slot. You guys are okay with it then?
Go start with a bang.
Literal.
Yeah,
Wow.
start with a PTSD bang. The second Eden sees them starting to move, just the panic reaction of just is just going to try and...
The armature, it's on your shoulder too, so it's the armature pops up from behind and angles forward and then fire. Think of it like the collapsible shoulder cannon on a predator.
So Ragna turns and just sees the thing going right through the head. Like past the head. She's like, oh. Okay.
It's this pop up of the machine, and then all of a sudden just as it fires off this
There's no
fist
to hit
size
for this
grenade. What?
We only have 3d6 splash damage
they
for
have
a
to
5
avoid.
meter radius.
Okay.
There's no to hit on it.
There is a to hit on it.
Okay, let me write it down.
You do have to roll to see if you hit where you're firing at.
Okay, so to hit...
That's once it lands.
Yes.
Let's see here. You have to make an accuracy grid. What is it? Hold on. You're firing it like right. It fires like a Since it's integrated into your suit, I'll allow it as a rifle shot. So it is. There is target number to see how you.
Accuracy rifles?
Yeah, landing where it's intended. You know, you could catch 3 of them.
Okay.
In the best cluster, you could catch 3.
13?
Target was 11.
Okay.
That's just
I
to
didn't
see
blow
if it
up my
hits.
captain!
It's always appreciated.
So,
Then you'd have to deal with Zep.
because failure means
likes
it
that.
lands 1d6 meters in a direction of the GM's choosing before it explodes.
Danger sauce.
Damage and any additional effects. All right.
All right.
They don't even. There's no save. They just roll.
3d6.
All right. Roll damage.
6. 13?
13. So you're catching 3 of them. Dude. It's the 3 that are in the current room that
Yes.
you fired into. Just at the mouth of the
Like the doors
of
and
the doors. All right. 13 you said?
Yeah.
Ow. The grenade launches into the cluster of them, sending each of them to the deck. But none of them seem like they got hit with any shrapnel or anything. You can just see dust, and the walls themselves take a brunt of the damage as they stand back up in place after the explosion. It is Ragna's initiative tag right now.
I have another AoE.
We might just want to try and fucking run.
Oh.
Where are we
They're
gonna run?
right
We're
in
in
between where we need to go.
You have
we're
a
in
small-
an
you have a
enclosed
small
room.
And we have no
Neuralink time!
we have no way to if we go past them, we don't know if we have a way off planet yet.
It doesn't matter. We have to get past them. We can't stay in this room.
But
We
we-
can't take them out.
But even if we get past them, we still know there's 2 more.
Yeah. But this facility's huge. We'd have more luck if we weren't cornered in. And I promise you, we're not going to be able to take them out. Our squad couldn't take them out.
Well, I mean, how would we know if we can even outrun them?
I know that, like, running, they still move within space and time. Like, if we can at least get out of the corner, a fight where you're cornered is not a fight that you can win on a good day.
So we try to get past them.
At least, if you want to engage them after this, fine, but we may be in a better position, but if we can get past them and then disappear before they can engage us further, that might be better. It might be safer.
Well, you still have your move action, right? Have you moved at all?
No. I suppose I could move up. Yeah, I'll move up. If anything, I can move up and also...
Because you're also getting yourself into close quarters range then.
Yeah. With that said...
But if you do that and then you try to do some AoE thing, wouldn't that...
I can tight choke. Yeah.
Right.
Also, I'll stand next to Ragna, and that way...
I have the ability to not AoE.
Right, you're further back than Ragna.
Yeah, so like if I'm over
positioning.
here, I'll move up to here so that we're standing next to each other.
Yeah, and then I can probably come up around the side if we all are moving up together.
Hell, you could throw a fucking flashbang and see if that even affects them. And we could try and use that to try and, like, get out.
Well, yeah, I'm curious, because, like, they put their masks are open now, but
It doesn't, that's just a hologram within.
They're holograms.
Yeah, people were a little bit confused by, like, the way the faces were. Because if they didn't
the idea
watch...
that there's armor that pulls back, but underneath it shifts, it changes. It's
a hologram of something else
a display.
That's controlling them of sorts. It's basically it's just an entirely mimicked personality. I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. It's a fucking puppet, and what we're seeing is just the hand underneath, but there's no real face. It's just...
It's almost like in the third Iron Man, when, like, he has the suits where they can walk and move themselves and extend, like, you know, if his faceplate moved, but instead of there being nothing there, imagine there's just, like, a digital, like, hologrammy face. Except these ones are contorting and screaming.
The fact that it's Night Witch is fantastic. I miss her, our queen.
The Banshee.
I wrote her down
also,
as queen.
I don't miss her Excel feature on the mech.
Ooh, I'm really interested. I wrote down, so you're military, and like,
I wrote that too.
Yeah, that felt pivotal.
That word could apply, and I was just like, all right, learning at least a little bit of something before we do it. That's the only reason why I wanted to talk to them when we failed the stealth thing. I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna get up and start talking to them because what other choice can I have besides them finding us and shooting us right around the corner?
I wonder if the Echo Squad that Eden encountered when she was in service had the Malaysian pulse rifle, or if it was a pure Tuathan tech squad. So that would give me an answer as to if the Echo Squad has always been a homogenous possible...
Is this actually a Tuathan squad, or is it just someone trying to masquerade as it?
Or are they using the tech?
Mm-hmm.
Because we know for a fact that the group that we're dealing with, this, like, unknown group, has been using tech from all nations, essentially.
Yeah.
We've seen Brandfog, we've seen Tuathan, Malaysian, Kaitoan, and then obviously our X Factor, right? So it's not unusual that we see that happening again, but I'm just curious because if the squad Eden encountered also had that, then it's possible that this group may have been operating for a long time. That could also be an option. That could give us a timetable, or they could also imply a certain level of government cooperation.
I don't have an EMP grenade yet. Like, could shut that shit down.
I think I asked about that. We don't have that tech on our ship. I
don't think my stun baton is gonna quite do the trick we would want it to against robots.
Actually, a stun baton, it's electric based attack. I don't
know. Yeah,
I wouldn't put
it's
it past
penetrating, and
science.
it doesn't get. It's penetrating, and it doesn't go. It's taken away by the armor.
It is slow and fragile.
Yeah.
Not the best traits.
But I would be curious.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I'm running
question.
past and I, like...
The Echo Squad that Eden recalls, did it also have a mixture of tech? Because this one had a Malaysian pulse rifle on it. Or were they only outfitted with Tuathan gear from her memory?
You don't really remember.
That's fair.
There are some details that it's just like, you know, they moved in, they did some crazy ass shit. You saw them leaving.
Okay.
All right. I apologize for that. Ulcerative colitis is something that I try to not let interfere with this, but I can't control how it goes sometimes. So
Eden's gonna move up next to Ragna,
okay.
and that's the end of my turn.
All right. I'm going to activate Rifle Expert.
Oh, I thought it was one of our turns.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, no.
Rifle Expert allows them, if they have a weapon loaded and shouldered, they can make a free attack.
I want that.
It uses up. It's a rifle. It's called Rifle Style. It uses up their major action for their upcoming turn, but it lets them attack out of order during the first round only.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Cool.
soldier, like literally, if you want to look it up, it's called Rifle Expert.
I wrote notes to be like, that sounds cool.
Rifle Style.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, at least you're
Something
the one
to
in the
look
power
at for next
armor.
time.
At least you have the power
Oh,
armor
yeah.
to help.
Yeah, well now she's next to me.
Yeah.
So one of them's going to make an attack. And is going to attack Eden.
Okay.
Because somebody fired a fucking rocket propelled grenade in the
And
middle
then
of the fucking room.
started charging, stomping towards them in their general direction.
Explosion goes off. They all hit the deck and bounce back up like children that just fell off the bed. You know, with that speed that
So-
toddlers recover from falling down when they're excited.
So does it look like nothing happened to them besides that? Like,
They're smoking. There's debris on them. But there's a level of recovery that is unnerving
oh, wonderful.
as they take shots.
If I were to try the flashbang, would you want me to do that before your turn, or like would you want to try to go out first and do something?
Eden's defense.
15.
I actually remember the page. Yeah. There it is. 13?
15.
15.
I was like, no. Let me have my points.
Just hit.
Oh,
Alright, so I have an 11 in armor. What am I soaking?
Let's find out. Your pulse rifles rattle. This is 12 damage.
Oh.
So you
I
take
take
one.
one.
You take one.
Okay, so I'm at 20.
As when the gun fires, it doesn't chatter the same way an automatic rifle would fire. You just hear this as it with the sound of what sounds like coils activating. It sounds almost like a miniature rail assembly in a way, but it fires off this really fast burst.
Like a tight.
This tight burst that almost sounds like a single electronic whirl. And
I'm thinking about that rifle from Remnant that has the 3 in a line like that.
I know what gun you're
little
talking
bit.
about.
Yep.
so it fires off this burst, and the rounds just ricochet off of everything, including Eden's armor, as she gets down to that location. By the way, I already factored it in
The cover.
the cover.
Thank you.
Like I said,
forgot
just
to-
that's why I said just hit. But you were in tier 2 cover.
Yeah.
So remember that when you're factoring in, when I ask you your defense, you're all in tier 2 cover, which gives you, I think it gives you soak, actually.
Oh.
I have a ranged attack penalty, and you get armor bonus.
Oh, so what would the armor bonus be?
+3.
Oh, then I take no damage.
hooray! Could erase the.
Raceable pen. I like this. Is
But if you're firing from that cover, you take negatives.
Unless you move first.
Yeah, unless you move first and expose yourself.
so it's a -3 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
-3? I thought it was -1 when behind cover.
No, when behind
Oh.
tier 2 cover, it's -2.
Okay.
But it's
-2.
+3 to your armor.
Got it.
Okay.
Because armor gets in the way of because cover gets in the way of bullets, which soaks damage for you.
Mm.
All right, now So that's literally all it gets to do. It makes its shot. It doesn't take its activation. It still gets its activation, but it cannot use its major action because it already used it out of sync.
Okay, it's an app.
Okay, so
I get
I'm sorry,
it.
I'm keeping track of the initiative, so it threw me off. I was just like, but
It's only turn.
Special toy.
It's also only turn 1 they get to do that.
Special toys, I like it.
So it is Ragna's official activation.
and Ragna's going to use it.
Okay.
Ragna, since I'm able to move, shoot, and then move again, get out from cover, I want to unchoke my shotgun while we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to try hitting all 3 of them to see if anything can get through that armor.
Okay. All right, roll to hit. They are standing in the open. They have no cover. After the
Hold on.
explosion, they're just standing up.
We know you hit them with a 13 when you fire the rocket launcher.
No, that's the rocket launcher's different.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
By the way, I have the pulse rifle from Alien, that sound in my head. That specific pulse rifle sound.
Oh wait, no, I don't have the rifle bonus yet. That's in training, so 15.
How much?
15. to
15? That will hit.
hit. 15 will hit. So I believe that is 2d6. 2d6 plus 2.
This is the sound effect, by the way. But make sure it's not gonna
11.
blast. 11 damage? That style. It's almost it's kind of like a chatter, but you can hear that electronic sound behind it. All right.
And then I duck behind cover again.
Okay. So you said 12?
11.
11 damage. So that's
So you
To all of the 3 that I'm able to, or the people I'm able to hit in that cone.
and you basically stayed behind the cover.
Yeah, I didn't move yet.
Okay, you just moved out, shot, and then moved back.
Yes, because
Okay.
I'm able to move, shoot, move, whereas normally you have to move, then shoot, and you're out in the open.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
the shotgun blast rings out. And I need you to make perception tests.
Seeing?
Yes.
Stun points and up the turn.
Eh.
17.
11. If it
20?
passes, I get some.
Whoa. The 17 and the 20 definitely succeed.
and
11
then-
is not enough.
No.
So stunt point wise,
I'm the back, so makes sense.
The creche in front of you is very detailed. It's interesting or organic lines. You're curious if it has anything to do with the medical purposes of this bed.
Okay. As tempting as a flashback is, I don't think it's applicable here. So I'll do 3 in an aha and 2
Are
in
you
an
upping the turn
intuition.
again?
Yeah.
Okay, we're at 18 on the
Wait,
turn.
3 aha?
It's 1 to 3 cost.
I know, but each one is an additional piece of information. I don't have that much
Okay.
information to give.
Okay, then I won't do that.
Stun points are supposed to allow you to get extra information. They're not supposed to be there to, aha, I rolled well, A to Z me. So I can give you extra information.
Yes,
I just
okay.
don't have anything beyond that because of the way the observation works.
Okay, so
So does turn still go up then?
Well, it went up for the roll.
Yes,
Okay,
but
then
she
back
just
it-
used 5.
well then back.
She didn't use 5.
I
Okay.
can't use 5.
You can use 2. You can use 1 aha and 1 intuition.
That's fine.
Alright.
You can't.
So
you
3.
can't begrudge me for being thirsty.
Sometimes there's literally not enough information to give to afford that many stunt points.
That's fair.
Curtains
okay with that.
were red, symbolizing.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna have to start just
I'm sorry, I don't wanna
rambling
do
on
that to
about
you.
crap that just
That's
does
fine.
not.
I'm a-okay with it. I just wanted them to get.
I know. You see, when the shotgun blast rounds hit, you see white and blue fragmented, like, bursts of light. Almost like you saw, like you've seen shield work on large structures where something has similar to the shield tech you saw when the funnels get activated, those
on the apex.
I wrote them down on the apex. What are they called? Damn it.
On his fucking Excel feature.
1 second, yes.
What is that? What is that?
I had a name written. Saws. Yeah, satellite auxiliary weapon systems. So when the saws activate and they create that barrier, it's that same kind of visual effect.
Oh, great. We need to run, Ragna says out loud.
It's the aha is that the distance between this activation and their skin was too close. Intuition, it's either integrated literally into the armor itself or it's something else. Okay. Next turn is mine to take. Yes, Echo 1. So I'm going to activate the one that just shot. The rest of his activation is going to be to run and take tier 1 cover by the entrance door. As the way the doors pull back, they don't completely recede into the walls. There's that little bit of almost bulkhead-like protrusion between the wall, the room, and where the door slides into. So there's a small little pocket that you can get some cover behind.
Why take cover if you're truly impervious?
The next one will activate because I rolled off with you, and it's going to fire back at...
I need a hammer.
Actually, it's going to move to the opposite side, so it's on either side of the door, and then he's going to fire. So he's taking a -2 to his attack right now to fire at you. It's gonna fire... It's gonna fire at Eden.
Don't worry, you're the tank.
Highest, greatest threat right now, tactically, is the one in the power armor.
I did try and blow them up.
Yeah, you had a shoulder-mounted rocket launcher.
That will miss. Because I rolled a 14 naturally with a -2 because of the cover. Boom. Does not hit. More rounds ricochet off of the crashes. Another piece, since you rolled so many stunt points and you wanted to spend more for the aha, you're noticing that as the crashes are hit, the ricochets aren't leaving behind bullet damage. There's no structural damage to these things. Or at least it seemed that way at first, but you're noticing that as the bullets hit and move and ricochet off, that the scar from the rounds are filling back in. Think like at the center of the anomaly in the Expanse.
Oh God, yes. Also, oh no, but yes. Who knew?
That's what's happening to the environment. All right. Now it's Galloway's activation. As bullets are flying.
He's gonna try to make his way up to Ragna and Eden to get behind share the cover, the crib,
The crash?
the creche. Creche.
They're almost like stasis pods. I'm using fancy words. You can call them pods if you want.
Okay. Galloway's gonna like not going down the middle, like going off to the left side, down the side corridor to try to just get to the cover with the rest of them. And I think he's gonna defend.
Take the defend action.
Yep.
Okay. If I remember correctly.
I can't understand you.
Sorry, I
But-
was doing charades.
He gets a +2 bonus to defense.
Physical hands-on? See what
Mm-hmm.
That might work.
But there's
I did just say we have to run, so.
Yeah, so if I could push down. And you
So if he's got the cover and is also defending, make it much harder to hit him.
All right. And then the third Echo Squad member is going to see him reach behind his back. And as he pulls his hand forward, you see him jamming his finger into the top of a cylinder before releasing it.
Ah,
of course
Yep.
they have toys too.
shit.
Yeah, you...
He will land where it intended. Okay, let us...
you just grouped up.
Nobody told me not to. I wanted to make sure we were all together when we started running away together. Need to be in hand touching distance for heals.
Not anymore, you don't.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
I know, but it's like we're not technically like
Old habits
hurt-
die hard.
We're not technically like hurt enough to warrant like a
Oh, give it
big
time.
heal. I know. Obviously, with this grenade coming, that's gonna change the equation.
Oh, yeah.
And to be fair, your healing is not healable by me because of.
Oh,
You-
That's why I said it was lost.
that's
Yeah.
cool. All right.
Oh no!
Is it cool?
What
What is it?
Is it cool though? Is it
Cool
really?
for us or them?
I mean, Brett says if it's cool for them, it means it's something we could technically have because it's in the system and therefore everything's cool.
This will ignore your toughness.
I don't like that at
Because
all.
it's a bursting
Penetrating.
shock grenade. It does penetrating damage.
I'm
Like your
confused.
baton
So,
that we just talked.
It's like a stunning shock grenade.
Yeah, which is why we said your baton was penetrating, goes past armor.
Yeah.
So grenades do 3d6. So this is only going to do 2d6. It does less damage, but it is penetrating.
so
Got it.
the armor doesn't soak.
No.
Okay.
So this does 6 penetrating damage.
Okay.
So it ignores
Okay, so that just
as all of you are shocked as this pulse goes out, and there's this almost blinding moment of white light that just consumes your vision, and then you feel that stinging shock of vaults washing over you as it bursts out in like almost like an EMP like wave. Just double checking if there's any other effects. Yeah, because they treat stunning damage. Stunning weapons just bypass your armor. And they always take you out rather than murdering. If they can't bring you to dying, essentially.
That's nice.
All right, so we are now at the top of the initiative roster. So they can't use their rifle style anymore. So we're back to standard stuff. So you have 2 activations at the top.
I can aim charge and try and grapple one to give you guys a better opening to leave.
Well, do you want him to flashbang first?
Oh,
The stun grenade.
that might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the one that threw the grenade at us, is he still standing out in the open?
They're on either side. There's like
Well,
one
there was.
on.
Well, yeah, there was one on each of the doorways, but then one of them didn't.
Did he pop back?
The one that threw the grenade at us, did it move to cover?
Yes, by the opposite crash.
Oh, by the opposite. Okay, so he's here. Okay. Grenade bastard. Okay.
Hit the one by the. Send it out by the doors.
Dick.
Flash.
Yeah, I could send the flash out. Try to hit
Yeah.
them as we.
And if I grab this one and try and use.
Okay.
Right?
Then we'll get out and cover as you leave.
Yeah.
I'll try.
All right, who's taking the action?
Oh, I'll take the action. Okay. Fuckers, let's see how you fucking like it. Is he's gonna like try to do
Always
like
cursing!
he's gonna do like an underhand like
Softball toss
of the flashbang grenade towards the two hiding by the doors as he tosses the flashbang grenade. I don't know what I roll for that.
Tossing the flashbang grenade.
Yes.
So to toss the flashbang grenade, when you're tossing a flashbang grenade,
Mhm.
is to roll accuracy thrown. And your target is 11 for it to land where you're intending. But you're throwing it out of cover. So it's a -2.
Okay, so we'll fuck my accuracy bonus then. It's just gonna be a legit roll. Oh god, no.
Is the target? Oh yeah. Nope.
I'm gonna spend some fortune so that this works. It's gonna hurt. I can make that at least a
You need
target number is 11.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna take 4 fortune, and yeah, so that is an 11.
And exactly an 11.
Yes,
All right.
to make sure it hits where I want it to hit.
As he presses down on the small cylinder and goes to throw it, he almost... It was one of those, like, he goes to throw, and then he realized if he let go, he would have just thrown it, and it would have bounced off the crash in front of him, and then, oh, nope, gets it around the outside as it tumbles through. All right, so the way this works, it's the damage of the stun grenade.
Don't know what that is.
Okay, so it is so for you to write this down, it is a 1d6 penetrating damage.
2d6.
Well, for the
It's
flashbang.
different, yeah.
Different grenade. What they threw was a straight up penetrating, like, arcing plasma grenade, essentially.
This is just a flashbang.
This is just a flashbang.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
it does a little bit of fortune damage, but it forces a constitution stamina test.
Okay, so it's 1d6 penetrating forces constitution stamina test.
Target number 13. Or be stunned. Which means they can only take minor action on their turn.
Okay, 13. Okay. Leave them.
That's a... You can't get a 9 on a d6, dumbass. I was just looking, I was like, 9? No.
Oh, brain. That's a
Really,
fun moment.
really quick read there.
I would write that on your weapons
1,
sheet.
Yeah, my weapon
2...
is right. It's small. I can add.
Yeah, all 3 save.
Shit.
There's also, like, you can get equipment that for like flashbangs, you can get equipment that helps mitigate.
We hoped with their visors up.
This is all a big science experiment.
They
But-
also had,
Just
they also
trying
had
to
cover.
get away alive.
Still have to roll damage.
Oh, wait. So
They
even-
still take the damage. That's
Oh,
the thing.
Okay, none of them are.
Yeah,
stunned.
it's a concussion grenade. It makes a big bang and a big and it's actually, most people think it's just one, like, pee, and then they get, like, in movies
high
where it's
pitch.
just the high pitched noise
Tinnitus.
and white. No, they actually pop and explode, like, in quick rapid succession.
Does this have any
No,
bonus
it's
for
just
damages?
d6.
All right, so that will be 3 damage.
Okay.
That would mates.
Your activations.
You want me to go for the one that's closer?
Yeah.
All right, science time. Seeing the one that's closer along the pod to our right, Eden's going to aim and then charge, and rush along the side of the pods, not like straight and then making a right, you know, because there's more cover this way and there's those other dudes over there, right? And she's going to try and like charge, like punch, and like grapple in, see if it responds.
Well, if you're gonna charge and attack,
yeah.
that's going to be a simple attack, and if you get stunt points,
Yes,
or you
then I
want
can
to
try to
spend
grapple.
stunt points from the pool, you can initiate
Alright.
the stunt grapple.
So,
Charge gives me a +1 to the attack roll, and I get another +1 from the aims.
I just imagine like
that's terrible.
Wait.
No, I wanted more. I was thinking more like Bobby when she runs. And she's
no,
like,
I know.
Okay, yeah. So
But just aiming the melee attack to me, I'm just imagining, you know,
Yeah.
like locking on target, fist just bouncing in the visor,
all right,
like an FPS kind of a situation.
Just like, yes, I've gotten my lance ready. Time to charge
Yeah,
forward.
right. I am the lance.
It would normally be a 17, but I will spend to up.
15 hit when I hit with the shotgun.
Yeah, but I want stun points. Oh wait,
Oh.
no, I can pull from the pool.
Yeah.
You have
Alright.
4 in the pool right now.
I will pull from the pool.
Do not spend any more fortune than you have to.
Okay, that's a good point. Thank you, Mom. For my grapple.
Nice.
Which is a melee attack your opponent makes before starting your next turn. Okay. So, grapple
Cost?
test? Opposed to grappling?
Yes, it will be an opposed fighting test.
Okay. I have a specialty in
What
that
is the
now.
grapple cost?
Core grapple is 1. However, if I want to, if I succeed with that, that's when you use the additional points to try and like strangle, human shield, etc.
Yes.
Okay.
So right now,
So it's just the one to see if it even works. But I did punch him. I did succeed at punching him.
yes, so you have to roll damage for the
Okay.
punch.
Punch first. So it's 1d6 plus 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1d6 plus 16.
Jeebus.
Power armor.
5 plus 16.
Oh, and
Ooh.
drugs. 21.
Yeah, thank you. 21. Yeah, I'm on the tail end of the stim as well, so.
Okay. Because my stomach is doing its thing right now, we're going to do it this way.
Oh.
Because this totally mechanically works the way it does. Eden charges forward and spears this thing. But shortly after taking it off the ground, you can see its legs start to disintegrate from the feet up, as the head slowly starts to do the same from the other end, as it starts to disintegrate from the outside in, coming down to the point where Eden slams into the ground, holding a half-crushed, football-sized emitter of some kind, sparking and shocking in her grip. And that's where we're going to take a break. Because that's a good spot to
I
take
do
a
actually
break.
hit the P2! Victory P! That was cool!
You
My-
literally disintegrated someone.
Science.
My stomach is doing a thing. You tackled something into oblivion.
I got the ball!
To the matter at hand.
Mm-hmm.
It is... you did flashbang first, then spear tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Echo's turn. One of them turns, and all you get over the as it turns and chatters, you just hear
Reserves advance.
and it turns back, aims in at the now exposed Eden because you had to spear it on the other side.
Ah, yes. That makes sense.
And it is going to fire in.
So it is no longer in cover. You're no longer in cover.
I'm no
It's
longer
still
in
in cover.
It's
Okay.
still in
They
cover.
are, yeah. Because these are the ones on either side of the doors.
Yeah.
It will get a 15.
Ooh. False. Alright. What am I taking?
Well, let me double check favored stunts here.
Oh no, it's got stun points.
I have misfortune points I can spend too.
Mmm.
Ooh. I like that one.
I feel like I won't. I just feel like, intuition-wise, if I could use my intuition, I think it would say no. Something bad is coming.
There it is.
Why? Why?
Why?
Why?
Why?
Why?
I even heard that. Why?
Fucking playing a reptile now? See, you can play a Dragonborn next game.
Nobody liked it when Nods made rat sounds.
No! But at least it made sense!
How is that not a gun stunt? I feel like covering fire should be a gun stunt.
What is it labeled under?
General?
General, I
combat.
think.
Oh, yes, covering fire. I don't have a gun, but I can throw rocks at them. That's my covering fire.
No,
No, it's not.
it's not there. I feel like it should be.
I think it's suppressive fire you're looking for. Automatic.
Yeah,
gun stun.
okay. It's written wrong in the book.
Yeah, you're looking for suppressive fire.
Yeah, I know.
automatic.
Like now I know. I see.
Oh, this gets
Okay, so that's the one where I get to select an area, and anybody who activates in that area I get a free attack against them. So
Can I be interrupted?
the next, including allies into the target.
Not sure. We used it before, but we used it
Attack
wrong a
against
few
that
times, so I'm
character.
not fully savvy.
We
on
only
it.
used it wrong once.
Okay.
And now I know what we're doing with it because we figured it out. So it basically means I pick a point, and anybody who activates in that area, I get a free attack against them when they activate.
Okay. Who's bad first?
Within a number of meters equal to the number of things I spend there. But I'm not doing that one. I'm going to do double team.
You know, I thought it would be hotter, but in this case,
So,
it does nothing.
damage first.
It's gonna suck. Oh god.
I got you.
13 damage from the first shot.
Oh, so that's
So it's 2?
2. 2.
Then the other one makes an automatic attack. 16 to hit, so that hits. And damage for that one. 12 damage for that one.
1.
So together that's just 3.
Alright, I'm at 20.
Both of them. As the first one starts to fire, the other one chimes in, and both of them start to just pepper the area where Eden has been knocked to the floor, well, knocked herself to the floor. Rounds ricocheting off of every surface of her surrounding area and her armor. Boom. All right.
Okay.
Second Echo's activation.
I know what one to get rid of now.
Is going to make another take more shots at Eden. who's a prime target, not in cover, kind of.
Very popular girl.
That'll be a 16, but the -1 from being in cover, so that's a 15 to hit. No stunt points on that one. 11 damage.
No damage.
Fucking power armor. You get worried when you get attacked, but it's like
I do.
you got to remember.
I'm not used to being tank in a physical tank. I feel like I am actually a tank.
Pink, pink.
Yeah.
Rounds again just ricochet and bounce off of everything. Just a hail of bullets is currently being funneled into Eden's direction.
I've distracted them.
Your activation.
I'm going to get out from cover and go to the wall and use the wall as cover, the one that they're using, just on the opposite side. So the one that I can see diagonally is the
Okay.
one I'm going to shoot at.
All right.
With
Okay.
the choked shotgun.
Ah. Close choke.
Close choke.
All right, roll to hit. Oh,
Oh.
churn up.
Oh, what are we at? Okay, we're okay.
18.
18.
That's a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 6 stunt points.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh look, cold shot.
Oh, look, cold shot.
Oh look, cold shot. You could also do extra damage on it.
Yeah, but if we don't call to where it goes, it's probably not going to do anything.
Huh?
No, I was saying in conjunction.
Well, let me find the combat stunts here, because it wasn't under my used often list.
Cold shot is a gun stunt. 4 points.
General combat stunt, which means the turn's going up again.
Attack becomes penetrating, meaning it entirely ignores
Yeah, we're
toughness.
gonna do that.
Armor and toughness.
We're gonna do called shot, so up the turn again.
Fantastic.
That
19.
means if we get out of this, we're gonna hit 20 as we get out of this.
At a real bad time.
Okay. Okay. Good thing you can't roll fucking god damn it. Alright, good. Hold on. 19 damage.
19 damage.
Penetrating.
The shotgun barks. And a tight cluster of shot rips through the center. And you can see the light refracting, the hard light attempting to compensate for the impact and being completely unable to, as rounds shred into the solar plexus center mass and shred the Tuathan tech within. It slams back against the bulkhead, and that same, almost like somebody was fucking with the bunny ears on the TV. It statics for a couple of seconds before the light collapses in and the emitter slams to the floor, tumbling and sparking and pieces falling out.
As I stand literally right behind where the other one is.
So the other two need to roll initiative now
They approach.
as they arrive. It's garbage. That's better.
I'm very exposed. I feel
Okay.
very exposed.
Still top of your... you still have the initiative in terms of who's going first on the top of the round as the other two make their way. They're currently in that tunnel now. They've made their way across the central that cross section from the opposite side that they were inspecting, and now they're in they're in your wheelhouse.
So you took out the one that had the suppressive fire on Eden?
I'm not sure which one was the one that shot right and left. Wasn't.
He didn't use suppressive fire.
No.
He used double team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it didn't matter.
Yeah,
They
I can move again. They
okay,
won't shoot
okay.
at me. He got a second attack.
Oh, okay. I thought it. I remember.
We were talking
Yeah.
about suppressive fire because in the book it actually lists on the monster on the stat block for a soldier, it says preferred stunts covering fire. I have a separate stat block for the Echo soldiers, but it's based off of that. So when I looked at it and I saw covering fire, and then I looked at all the stunts, I was like, oh, they changed the name of that to something else. Probably because they didn't want cover to be used too many times. All right, so it is your activations.
You want to get some cover?
I'd be able to pull up along the wall and still be able to be in cover.
You could literally do the opposite.
Yeah. So yeah, Ian's gonna get herself off the floor, pull up along the wall, and try and get a few shots off on whichever one's closest coming towards us from out.
You're firing down the hall, or
Yeah.
you're firing at the one in cover
Oh,
on
fuck,
the
that's right,
opposite
he's
side.
Still there.
Yeah.
Hey, bud. Yeah. Actually, do I want to just hit him?
With a punch?
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. So I moved as the minor, but if I still charge, that's a +1 to hit. Right? Okay. Thank you. Sometimes I have to say it out loud to mentally remember how it works. Yeah. So that will be 5, so 6. A 20, but I would need to move one so I can get stemp points.
Or you can use them to pool.
Oh, yeah.
We got
Yeah.
You got 3 in the pool right now.
I could just move it, but if I move it up 1 and not touch the pool,
But
still...
well, you're gonna move it up too.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, pool it is.
Yes.
But you need 4 to do the college shot.
I'm not doing a gun. I'm
No.
punching.
Oh, okay.
That
You can
seems.
call shot with a punch. Oh no, wait, that's a gun stunt. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I figure I know where I'm going for.
Yeah, you can't. Let's see here. You could do. Shit. Where is it? There's one that allows you to ignore half. Overcome toughness.
Okay. Trying to find where that is.
General combat stunt. Overcome
Oh, okay.
toughness.
It's 2 for
2
overcome
points.
toughness.
You
Would
would
I
treat their toughness as half.
would I be able to then use some for duck and weave to try and get to cover afterwards?
Yeah.
Cool.
You
Yay.
can also use take cover.
Take cover. That's what. Yeah, I'll do. All right, so I'll split it between overcome toughness and take cover.
So how many points is that?
1, 2. Take cover is just so many shapes. Hold on.
Take cover is 1 to 3.
Yeah, so I can keep it beneath the churn.
You
Okay.
only have 3 stun points to use in the pool anyway, so just 3.
Yeah. So it's a plus
Right, so the fortune pool goes down to 0.
16. Uh-oh. 16 plus 5.
21. You say what you rolled last time? Jesus.
21.
21 damage.
21.
Woo.
Thank you.
Wait a second.
I normally have a plus 12, but on stims it's the additional. Thank you, Arashi.
Somebody doesn't want that to be 0 for too long.
Thank you. Especially with how close we are to 20 on the churn tracker.
Okay. Trying to see how that ended up like that.
It is normally 1d6 plus dex plus strength. Or, you know, what plus 3 is... Yeah.
It should be 1d6 plus strength for
you-
your normal attack.
Oh, fighting.
Fighting.
Fighting. Yeah.
Well, that's to hit. Damage is 1d6 plus your strength. Because you're in the power armor, your strength is boosted.
Okay, let me rewrite to make it clear, because I wrote down...
You just wrote the numbers down.
Oh, no, I wrote both, but I didn't separate them properly. 1d6.
Yeah, unarmored, it's 1d6 plus strength. In your armor, it's 1d6 plus strength, but your strength is boosted by the power armor.
Yes.
That's why you can punch through a fucking bulkhead.
Yes. Yeah, because she normally has the plus 3 in strength.
I may be adjusting that to be whichever's highest. Because 1d6 plus 8? I think it's plus 8 to strength.
Hold on. Oh, I also get a plus... Yeah, so it's an 8.
Strength
total.
is an 8. Yeah, it might be... I
'Cause
might...
it's close combat specifically, not strength.
Yeah. I might just make an appropriate adjustment to that.
You want to rework, and then I'll just make a new sheet for the power armor? That would actually be fun, too.
Not tonight. We'll
fair.
roll it the way
I have a
forward
date
tonight.
with bean buns later. I can't. I don't have an open spot on my schedule.
We will address that as it comes up. But for now,
Okay.
we're gonna stick with this.
Okay.
I have to read over the actual armor rules and see if it replaces your strength stat with the new strength
Or if
of the
it's
armor,
cumulative.
or if you add it to your current strength stat.
That would be good to know.
This isn't something I have to make up. It's actually addressed in the rules. We'll
Thanks,
fix
Bobby.
your sheet later.
Yes.
For now, holy shit. Eden charges across your line of sight
That moment of eye
and
contact.
just diagonals onto the other side of the wall. And the only thing Ragna sees is just the Eden shaped blur just smash into the other side. And there's a bright flash, and then pieces of the transmitter just flying back the other direction as Eden's fist is now literally firmly through the other side. She didn't actually make a fist. She actually put her hand...
knife hand!
Yeah, knife hand.
Knife hand.
Right through the emitter.
Anime as fuck, honey.
Yeah.
Is there cover on that side, or was
No,
Okay,
you're fully exposed.
Okay, so then I would.
If anything,
have to
you're
back.
providing more cover for Ragna just being in the way. Ragna is tier 1 cover normally. Now, in this position, because you're on the other side, it is now tier 2 cover. There's that much more meat to
Is it
get
really?
through. Yes.
I
And
protect.
I'm all the way back here.
It's safe. Get away.
Super safe.
You can get to the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I can
Where
get over
Eden
there
was
and
going to
still
be?
have the cover, yeah.
Yeah, we're either
Totally.
gonna get her ass fucked now. I thought I was taking the one for cover.
Oh, right.
No, I was.
If you use that,
Yeah.
you can then slide back onto the other side. If you use the take cover...
You did. You used.
Yeah.
it.
You did.
One
Okay.
more.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
just slide back, dropping the emitter, and
No, it's still on your... It's at your wrist. It's like a fucked up bracelet right now. She slides behind the wall and is just shaking her arm.
So you're
trying
just
to-
next to me now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
two more coming.
okay. They don't bleed, huh?
Well, they don't.
Okay. So now it is... Was that 2 activations, or is that your first activation for the round?
That was the first for the round.
Mm.
Yeah, so now you have another activation.
Okay. Do you want to go? Do you need to move, or are you okay where you at for now?
Yeah, if they get a little bit closer, then
Because
maybe
they're
I'll...
in the T junction now, right?
They're just past it. They're in the small
Now they're in the
corridor
small hallway.
leading
Is
up
it
to your
still
room.
considered short range?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Good. Shotgun needed reasons.
Ah. Open choke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, then you can take the lead on that. if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna open choke down the hallway now that Eden's back around the corner with me.
All right.
So I'm gonna move, shoot, and then move back to where I am.
All right. Roll to hit. Remember to adjust for the cover that you are in, so you have.
I moved out, shot.
You
and then
moved out,
back,
shot right.
because I can.
You and
Zip,
your
zip,
fucking
do that.
hit and
Thanks,
run.
Tracer.
I am Tracer.
Yep.
Yes.
The hit and run tactics.
17.
That'll hit.
Cool.
Both.
Sharon goes to 20.
Oh boy.
I thought we'd have to wait.
Fantastic. Oh.
Good
Hold on.
news. It's 6 stun points, which I then will do on called shot.
Oh. Yeah, let's see what we get.
What'll it be?
What's behind door number? Well, there's only one door.
Yeah, there's only one door.
But there's always the trap door.
That's a good effect.
Oh no.
Which
My
means
favorite,
it's not good
my
for
favorite
us.
kind of effect.
I'm so scare-sighted.
I have a terror boner.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when it becomes
Applicable?
applicable.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yes.
Hopefully Calamity has found that way off planet.
Is it happily sitting in a bar somewhere with Juice, wondering when we're gonna catch up with them?
Yes.
Finally.
Flew over to the Kaitoan side. Is currently having
With their friend?
gourd juice.
Yeah.
With their friend. Yeah.
With their friend whose number they got. They're having a really great
Actually, that
date.
friend was wearing Meletian.
Yeah, but it was a Kaitoan.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Damage. And you have 6 stunt points.
Called shot?
Cannot called shot a
Okay.
open choke shotgun and blast.
Then overcome toughness.
All right, that you can do.
That costs how many?
2.
2.
You could, if
Yep.
you don't care, you could
At this point, you shouldn't.
vicious blow for another 2.
Or double team.
You could also double team and call
Or
for another
lightning.
attack. Or lightning attack to literally make a second
Yeah.
attack.
I will.
So you could literally rack the shotgun again and fire immediately again
Yeah.
on open choke
Yeah, but
again.
there's no guarantee that I'll actually hit. So with this one, I might as well, with the overcome toughness, give myself an extra d6 to the attack.
All right, vicious blow.
Yeah.
So overcome toughness and vicious blow. Knock it up to 21, please. Thank you.
That bothers me now.
What?
Because I had
Are
it
you
to-
okay? Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
I ruined the pyramid.
It's the layered style die.
14.
14.
Really well.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You ignore half their toughness.
Oh wait, that's for damage.
The
Oh, yeah.
damage, yeah.
Okay. I was like, okay.
Okay.
How hard are their hard drives?
The surfaces of these hard light projected soldiers light up like a fireworks display as the rounds from the shotgun spread and fill the entire hallway. They take a moment to their progress is slowed as the impact of the rounds forces them to recalibrate their hard light exteriors, but they persist. They don't look happy about it, though. That was a hefty shot.
How can we tell?
Yeah.
Their faces are mid-screen. I mean,
Yeah, their faces still maintain that grimace displayed, and you can actually see the faces shifted to a new face.
different
Every time they
screen.
get hit, it's a different face of a screen.
I was like hexadecimal when she does her like.
Yeah, but there's nothing passing in front of it. It just shakes
Yeah.
for a second. It
Oh.
becomes a new face of a new screaming victim.
I was imagining the mask parader in the Chinese thing that I posted? The
Yes,
parade?
I do know
Where
about
he's like
mask.
shakes the head slightly and a new mask comes up in front of the face.
Traditional Chinese mask magic is some of the wildest sleight of hand you'll ever see. It's really cool. I should show it to you one day. But Echo 5's gonna shoot.
Oh no.
Echo 5 firing down in Ragna's position.
I'm back in cover behind the wall.
Yo.
Okay.
So this is going to be well because you jumped out to attack. It's shooting at your the most recently exposed target. Eden hasn't popped out, so it's just basically new target firing down at you. 16 to hit.
What is? I don't get a bonus to my defense from that. From the defense, it's only the armor.
Only to your
Okay,
armor.
Then that hits.
Okay.
So that adds a plus. We're in tier 1 cover, so it's a +2 to my armor.
+2 to your armor.
No, +3 to armor.
Well,
negative
no, that
2
was
to
in-
hit. Oh, that
that
was
was in
tier
tier
2.
two.
Shit.
Tier 2. Tier 1 cover gives you.
One less.
Yeah. If Eden had stayed out on the other side, it would be tier 2 cover
Okay.
because you would have another large metal object in the way.
It counts as the bulkhead. Congrats.
Ooh. 16 damage.
How much is that?
Okay, so I take 10.
Ooh, fuck.
As and this is that pulse rifle sound whirls again, but you're starting to wonder they're entirely made up of hard light. How are they firing the bullets through a gun? But they're just as real. It's not like they're firing holograms at you. Rounds are hitting and nearly taking off a chunk of your leg as you hurriedly get back into cover. And rounds just rocket up and your heart rate spikes. It is now your activation.
Okay. So
What's everyone's health at, by the way? You're now at what?
5. She's at 5.
5 total?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Galley gonna do his job.
Yeah. Galloway's gonna run on up to get by Eden, behind Eden's cover, or
You're all
wall.
on the same wall. So you're basically 3 stacked on one wall.
yeah, no, but Galloway
like-
hadn't moved up yet.
Yeah, so he's moving up. So basically, this is the corridor over here. This is the wall, and it's Ragna, Eden, and then more
We're
wall.
Scooby-Dooing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're doing it.
it's called stacking. Is the actual
Sounds way better.
clearing term.
Galloway
Scooby, you're ruining my immersion.
Galloway will get to the bottom of the stack.
Mm-hmm.
And
He does seem like
I'm-
he would be.
I'm going to use my
18 plus channel. Thank you for joining
healing
us.
aura at max power.
Healing aura.
Yes.
Oh.
So this is going to be healing all of us. I'm going to spend 9 points, so I roll 3 dice of healing. Oh wait, no, I have to first do the
Cast.
the target number.
Roll the cast.
Yep. So what am I healing? Arcana, it's intelligence. Unless I get a thing for it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just hit the target number.
There you go. All right. What was the target number?
15.
Okay. Wow. All right. That takes a chunk to cast.
Yep. And I'm gonna spend maximum 9 power points. I had 16 left from before, so I'm gonna roll 3d6 for all of us to get Hail the fortune.
Not a
Okay.
bad roll.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We all heal 11 fortune.
Oh, that's much better.
All right. Now remember, that's locked fortune. You cannot spend that healed fortune on dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't use that 11 health to
Fortune
flip
swap.
to flip dice. Otherwise, he could literally be
Beat us.
a success battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spent 4. No, I spent 4.
Yeah, I haven't spent anything on my actual...
All right, let's see if you get exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 31.
Yeah. Yeah. I spent some, so I'll go up to 28.
You can use my calculator if you want. I can keep between us.
No, I got it. Oh, sorry, what am I on?
You have to roll.
Oh, my willpower?
Exhaustion, yeah.
Yeah, you have to roll
Willpower.
self-discipline.
Okay.
You get a +1 of the roll because I'm here.
Oh, nice. You
Oh,
have a
okay.
+5.
The self-discipline bonus.
Well, I get a willpower bonus to everyone who can see me, like the stun point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, so that'll be 10, 11, 16.
That'll succeed. All right, no exhaustion hits.
So as Galloway like gets behind everyone to back everyone up to cover, he's like, "Hey guys, guess what? I
What?
think we're not gonna die." Eden, you're fucking crinkling them up like fucking beer cans.
As against all, like, understanding, you feel encouraged.
She just spikes the rest of the thing off, the emitter off her hand. Yeah!
All right.
And I'm sitting there going, can he see the future or something? Like, why do I trust this?
Am I high? Are there fumes?
Have I been drugged?
Again?
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 Not again.
Ragnar gets roofied. The side fanfic.
Oh no! What? No!
As you as he says that, you hear from down the hall.
Camouflage system disengaged.
Oh,
As
no. Oh no.
Ragnar's looking down the hall,
Mm-hmm.
the weapon that it's holding, like shifting, rotating blocks, starts changing into a different weapon.
Oh no!
It's cool. It is cool.
It slams up against the wall, points it at you, and you see the small flicker of a pilot light at the end of the weapon.
Oh,
no.
I don't like that at all.
As there's a quick,
Oh no. Mm-hmm.
as the Prometheum stream is fired. Okay, so this is going to fire down. It's a line attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1 attack rating against all of your defenses. Whoever it breaks the defense of will hit.
Okay.
If your defense is higher, you got out of the way. So it's not like a save situation where it's like you're in path of the line, dodge.
So we're in a horizontal line against the wall in front of it.
Yeah, it's a cone though. So
It's a cone. Okay, you said it was a line thing?
Well,
so I was
it's
like,
it's a pretty narrow cone, but it will. It's
Okay,
it's
go
fire.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Damn.
A
Playing some
a
XCOM,
greenish
yeah, it's like
blue
we get, like,
flame.
It's like
nope.
thin cones
Ragnar,
of
I
damage.
want one.
What's Captain?
I'm gonna go out the airlock now.
When do I get a flamethrower?
Daddy, I want a flamethrower now.
Did you ever say I want one right now?
Get you a golden goose when we get home and they'll get...
But can I light it on fire?
Yes.
It is 15 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That hits.
I am a 15.
Okay. That was a lie once. I won't fall for it again.
What?
Oh yeah.
Relationship humor.
Oh.
I'm an angel. I don't know what we're talking about.
Ooh. Everyone
Oh.
is washed with 10 points of damage.
As much as I appreciate even math, come on!
So wait, does our armor or toughness?
Oh, does that apply?
This does apply
Oh.
armor and
Oh,
toughness.
okay.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
we just all straight
Tier
up take
one.
that.
Okay,
10.
thanks.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
wait,
hey.
tier 1. Oh.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
tier 1 cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I live!
wait,
It's not plasma. It's
So it adds
it's
2
fire.
to your defense.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
And your defense and your adds 2
To
to
your
your
armor.
toughness, which is your constitution plus your armor. So what's your constitution?
3,
What's your armor?
So you're
Cool.
5 total.
And now you have plus 2 from the
2.
so that's 7. You would subtract 7 from the total amount of damage, you take 3.
Okay. And what about you
Yes.
guys?
I have 11 without cover.
So 13 currently, so
Yeah.
you're fine.
Oh, so you don't take anything?
nope.
Okay.
I
what
have
about you?
6, so I took 4.
Okay.
I think you guys need to stand behind me.
Cover and armor is very important in this game.
Yeah, well,
Positioning is a huge part.
Don't have the money for armor yet.
Fucking.
We also haven't had a chance to go shopping.
We didn't have our spa episode.
No.
We're
Um,
kind of busy.
Captain, having
At an
what
interval,
bonus
you can
spa?
take time to do a shop,
We could have on the Kaitoan planet.
but that's not what we're doing right now. Right now, we're dealing with flamethrowers being used in your general direction.
Yeah, good times.
Okay, so it is now your activation. So who hasn't activated yet
Have
this
the
turn?
flames stopped or are they persistent?
Ooh, good question.
No, it's a burst.
Okay. So it stopped.
Yes.
All right. So the 27. So do you want to either you want to run down and tackle one and I'll follow, or do you want me to hit with the AoE first and then you go? Because I can do the open choke again.
Maybe attack first, see if you can get the one you damaged already.
I've damaged both of them already.
We'll see if whatever one you did the most damage on.
Is-
And
Same
then
amount of damage.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, I can do math.
I'll open choke again, see if
Yeah.
I can get him. We'll see if this works. I'm going to pop out, open choke, and then go back to cover.
Okay, well, because of their current positioning, one is further down the hall than the other, so you can't catch both of them with an open choke, because one of them
Well,
is
then
in
I'll
cover
tight
ready.
choke then.
Okay, you'll tight choke
It's
the
as
one
if
with
they
the
didn't want to
flamethrower?
stay in front of the
Yes.
Okay.
flamethrower.
6.
Bringing that Ragnarok.
-1. No, I don't have the minus because I walk out from cover.
Yeah.
Alright, 16.
16?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
And, no stop fights. But that'll be 18 damage.
Mm-hmm. As soon as the flames subside, Ragna steps out, racks another round in the shotgun, pulls the trigger, and just as before, there is that static shock as the light attempts to compensate to reduce the impact of the rounds. Some of them got through, though, hit the emitter. The whole construct starts to break down, and the emitter falls to the ground.
And then I continue walking after that towards the other side of the wall. So I'm back in behind cover, but on the opposite side from where they are.
Gotcha.
So we're not all in the same cone.
That's
So-
the
so-
benefit of the hit and run talent
Yeah,
allows her to move, shoot, move.
So
Yes.
you're strafed.
Yeah.
I strafed. I can tracer.
Yeah. I decided you're now
Guerrilla
Tracer.
combat.
Tracer
Alright.
with a shotgun. Oh, like the scout. On TF2.
Alright, so we have now...
One left.
Just
yeah.
one left.
Mhm.
And he
As far
doesn't
as
have
It's
a
his
flamethrower.
turn. But now Eden and Ragna can both look down. As it drops to one knee, lifts the rifle up, and it starts to... the pieces of it rotating like blocks shifting and changing shape as it pulls up to its shoulder.
Oh my god!
What looks to be a man-portable laser cannon,
Oh, come on!
and aims down.
Which direction?
He looks like he's aiming in the center.
Okay.
He doesn't. Yeah, this is one of those moments where I imagine aiming isn't as important.
That's true.
I'm imagining it's a bit of a wider cone.
I'm sorry. It's not a laser cannon. It's a plasma cannon because there are coils along the side.
Ah,
Attention to detail.
you know.
The end of it glows a bright blue for a second, and it's going to shoot into the center, causing an explosion outwards.
So nuts. I love it.
Yep. I want one.
Okay, he hits. Which
Great.
means now everybody within the radius of it is going to get hit by the
So does it hit
explosion.
everybody?
It's going to hit the two on the edges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Calloway's just out of range.
Nicely done.
Good.
You did good.
Well, I'm so concerned for you.
I mean,
very
be concerned from a safe distance, though.
Yeah.
take-
You're fine.
Because it's plasma, you take 8 penetrating damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh no.
Okay. Is that it, though?
Excuse you. You don't get to say that.
Excuse you. Wait a minute.
Well, it isn't. Because it's plasma,
Oh, it just burn.
it does burn.
Oh, no.
So at the beginning of every turn, for the next
Still heal.
2 rounds, we have to roll to see
What the burn is each turn.
1d6 radiation burn
Okay.
damage every turn.
Beginning of the turn or end
Beginning
of
of your activation.
the turn? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I can activate before you go
Heal.
to get you heal.
Yeah.
I can still do the burst heal, so I don't have to be within touch distance.
As the Nexite vapors start to rise out of the end of the barrel, Plasma uses raw Nexite as its power and ammunition. It is your activation at the top of the round. Who's activating?
Do you want to heal or do you want me to go?
I'll just go now, and Galloway will spend more power points. But first, I'll try to
cast.
Does it heal the burn, though?
It doesn't eradicate the burn.
The burn you'll
I
still probably...
think actually. No, it's
Can I make like a medical hazards test when we're not being like engaged in combat? To try to.
Well, the burn's only gonna last 2 turns.
It's only gonna last 2 turns. It's kind of one of those things where it's like,
It happens, then it patters out.
yeah.
Okay, but still, I will attempt my healing.
Explosives are very, very fucking damaging in this system.
They kind of should be.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just got a 15 for the target number. So I will 2d6 for all of us.
Ah, anything that's a blast attack, if you spend power points, you only get to apply it to one of the targets. If you spend, not power points, if you spend stunt points. So when you fired your choke, the extra d6 would have only applied to one target.
Okay.
It's because the way blasts work. Otherwise, you're just getting free damage at literally everything for like a fraction of the price.
Okay.
God, that was a shitty roll.
I was just reacquainting myself
I'm very
with
much
the grenade
okay
and
with that.
explosive rules.
All right, we all get 4 fortune.
Applies to me too. Now roll exhaustion.
Yep.
You did the AoE heal for how much?
I rolled 2d6 and only got a 4.
Oof.
Yeah, so roll for exhaustion.
Now remember, those are locked.
Yeah.
Yep, 4 lock. I have it written down because the 11 were already taken down, so I didn't have to worry about those anymore.
Special
13,
Scion healing.
15.
15? You're good.
Cool.
Basically, it's 9 plus the number of power points you spend is the exhaustion check
Oh.
difficulty. So before I realized we didn't do that right,
Yeah.
I let you have it.
Yeah. This one was a tie, though.
This one's a tie. You made it this one.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay.
An error in your favor is an error nonetheless that
Mhm.
we will seek to rectify in the future, but
New powers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, literally just paid for that power. Just leveled it up. All right.
And then, yeah, Galway is just gonna...
You could do a defensive also, I think, as
Oh, yeah,
a
just,
minor
like,
action, just
You
to...
can minor defense.
Yeah, then help defense, and he's just gonna, like, call out to you guys, like, if you're not dead, you can get back to the ship. Finish that one, and you get drugs.
I don't want drugs.
Doesn't matter.
Somehow I
It
feel
feels
better.
yeah, you feel like that sounds like a plan.
Listen,
I
I'll
like
try
the fact
anything.
that he doesn't have great bedside manner, but it works.
I will try anything as long as we live. This is what I'm just thinking right now.
I don't think this was the intent for the character, but I love the idea of having a low social stat, but still, for some reason, everybody is down with what he says, because that's the way psionic healing works.
Thanks, I hate
He's
it.
not, like,
I love it.
he's not the worst socially, technically. He's
That's
got,
even.
he's got communication.
He does have communication. He's just...
It's just...
He's a little nervous.
No, I like it. I love it. It's perfect. It's...
Alright, so then who's taking the next activation then to
Yeah,
deal with
it's
the
now
last
it's
guy?
now the next activation.
I could try... Yeah, okay.
All right.
Ding ding. Eden in the ring.
6 on the raid burn.
What?
I
Oh,
I
yeah,
needed 6
6.
Oh, you take 6 damage?
Minus... Oh, wait, no, I have a... That's penetrating. That's
Penetrating.
right, so I do take the 6. So I am now at 21. That's burn.
I love that. I'm still just thinking about just everybody just staring at whatever
As it
he's
shifts
saying.
and- Oh, God, I was still thinking about the gun again. I was just
Oh,
like...
the gun. Yeah, no. I'm just I'm still enjoying the image of Galloway just saying anything. Just literally anything. And because of the psionic push to make everyone feel better, they're just, yeah! I'm gonna buy everyone a bag of chips after this. Yes!
Pizza party! Oh my God, do you get us bagels?
Where am I gonna get bagels from?
They're not going to be very good because they're not from New York, so I suppose it doesn't matter.
It's a water thing. Anyway,
Yeah. So,
it takes
we're
6.
going to get back to the fucking ship, and she's just going to just, like, dart out into that hall with a charge and try and just take down that last one that she thinks is the last one. It's all this that matters. In her head, it's the last one. Everyone is the last one. Fighty.
Okay, Goldberg.
It's everyone.
Who's you gonna spear this one too? Jesus Christ.
She just wants to hug everybody.
Get her fucking entrance theme going.
Yeah, please draw me my OC, where Eden is now a wrestler.
Okay.
Aren't you already drawing that?
That's just normal Eden!
Exactly.
Like that wrestler from God of High School?
I will draw this.
Oh my god. You should watch God of High School. It's beautiful and it's hilarious.
I did not
You were
watch that one
interested.
yet because I know you
It's-
said you were interested in watching it, so I didn't know if we were doing it together.
We
So I
accidentally
didn't
watched
start.
the first 2 episodes. So
Okay.
if you want to catch up, watch
Alright.
2 episodes.
6.
It's just people beating the shit out of each other with the most beautiful animation.
16?
16?
I'm gonna
That's
be that
it?
one with a book and a baseball bat. I saw that in a commercial and I was like, I need this. Need this character in my
We
life.
still don't know anything about that fucker.
Okay. I saw it in a commercial for it
Okay, so
on Crunchyroll.
18?
Damage?
Yee.
Yee.
I'll take it.
Just smashing her face on the floor over and over because every time you know they're going away, but like, how do you adjust for that? Just fucking end up sliding and. It's not cute.
She runs forward. Heavy footfalls from the power armor, trundling up the up the hallway. And just as she's about to make contact with a shoulder charge, ducks low and just gut punches while parallel. That like I'm gonna step past you slightly and then punch into the solar plexus. there is a resounding thud as you can see the hard light compensation brilliantly flash as her fist hits. So there's actually a flash of light that fills up the hall as she punches this guy.
I love it. I love you. Never change.
And then when the light goes away, it's just Eden's follow-through motion and a spinning emitter flying down the hallway, past the cross-section, and just bouncing further down.
We need to move now! We just made a lot of fucking noise!
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Which direction? Are we still burning?
Ah, right.
Yeah, you still need your burn turn.
Yeah.
1.
Okay.
Jeez.
Another 6.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
It's really hot.
And another
in
1. I literally rolled 6-1, 6-1.
Oh, thanks.
I am relieved because I know you're in
That's
single
fine.
digits, right?
Oh yeah, that's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Listen, I would be completely okay with it.
I will.
I, as
I
your
will-
healer, would not be.
I will scoop you.
I would just like, I would like,
you in these arms.
I would do the most aggressive, like, back of the head slap, like, you're not going down, you're still going. If I have
I
one
would've
power
been
point
able
left
to-
to do it.
Oh my god, you literally would have bitch smacked me into living again. We still
Yeah.
haven't heard from anybody on how we're gonna get off this fucking.
No.
It's okay, but we don't need to be right here.
Yeah, we just need to not be
we need to
right
be
here.
not right here.
All right, so you have to reorient where you are to your right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, back to the map.
You have a cross section in front of you.
It's the map is another door that we haven't checked yet.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You have
And then straight ahead to curves to the right.
What is the crew doing?
Okay, well, are we trying to get out, or, I mean, we don't know how deep this fucking place goes.
No, we don't. We
We
don't
also-
have nearly enough information to find out what the hell they were doing here in the first place.
Okay.
We could also find a spot, bunker down, just catch our breath before we figure out what we need to do. Somewhere that seems out of the way and no one's gonna find us.
So, not across the hall.
Maybe a little further
As
than
he
across the
as he
hall.
points at the sputtering emitter on the ground, just kind of sparking and.
Do we know if these things get back up?
Well, it, like, melted away into
By the
itself.
we, do you mean if I saw them get back up? No, I
Yeah.
didn't stick around long enough for that. No.
I kick one out of the way.
It's the only reason why I don't
Clangs in the
suggest we
dark.
bring it home to check out the tech. If
No,
I'm
we're not
honest.
taking this thing onto our ship.
Yeah, that would probably lead to,
I'm just gonna
Twelfth's
look.
tracking us, maybe?
Ragna is kind of uncharacteristically, because lack of plot armor, is going to walk over and just open up and look at the door to the right and see what was in there.
Okay, so the hall. You're gonna continue
across
across
the
the hall and just
where they were going.
open up into the next room.
Because they checked down that way, I wanted to make sure there was...
You hit the button, the door opens, and it is a long hall. Vaulted ceilings. The walls, though, seem to have this, like... It's like there's pegs sticking out of the wall. And it's the whole of the wall, from floor to ceiling, as these large, about 1 meter by 1 meter square pegs come out of the wall and kind of taper into the wall, so that when they meet at the wall itself. So think of them as you've
What's
seen.
your giant pachinko machine?
Yeah.
Is there still room to walk?
Yeah. No, there's
Okay.
still
Okay.
room to walk. It's just the walls have this. They recede in that pattern. So there's where they end is about a 3 meter wide section of hall. Then there's where these pegs are ending, and then they all fade into the walls.
Is it?
I kick one of the emitters into the hallway just to see what happens if the wall moves at all.
Bounces down. No response.
Are there more of those like wall light fixtures in here?
The where the walls are, it is covered by these, like, they come off what you would consider like the depth of the wall to be about like half a meter off the wall, like a foot and a half. Make a perception awareness test.
Wrong system. Seeing?
Perception seeing test. Perception is a stat.
Oh yeah.
16.
11.
Hold on. 18.
You start to recognize it. You've never seen them from this angle before, but you do see the tops of one of the lower ones. You see some of the sigils, and you start to realize that these are horizontal sarcophagi sticking out into the center of the room.
Back up and close the door in front of me.
Well, it's the sliding kind of opening and closing door.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like walk up, beep, shh, beep, shh.
Nope. I let it close in my face. There was a bunch of sarcophagi in there, weren't there?
Yeah, Ragnar, can we not just kick pieces of metal towards potentially dangerous?
Would you rather it be us?
Well, no, but I'm just saying.
Then I did what I had to do to make sure it wasn't going to explode in our faces when we went in there.
But if you hit a thing and
Roll
then
18, right?
Yes.
You guessed that there was maybe about 50 to 60 of them in there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 50 to 60. That's great.
I hate to ask this, did it look like they were intact?
I didn't see any that were broken.
So there's just a room full of
Hallway filled with about 50 to 60 sarcophagi up against the walls with the same sigils that were in the other room.
well, if we were curious about what they were so interested in down here, that would be at least something.
I mean,
Yep. I just immediately, I thought they were going to come to life and start to attack us, and I really don't feel like I'm up for that right now.
I mean, I could see if the other ones, they had like their thing by like the foot of their base. Give me some readings or something. Maybe they're different than the ones we saw on the base.
Think about this. Not here, and she's gonna open the door back up and just start being like,
Usher everyone in.
either we're not okay. Either in here or somewhere else. I don't care, but we cannot stand in the middle of this fucking hallway graveyard and hope they don't come back and notice us standing here.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone pushes in. The door closes behind you, and once again, the only illumination is the light from the ends of your torches that you have attached to your weapons and your shoulder-mounted lamps.
You want to check out the foot of one of them? I'll give you extra light.
Alright, yeah,
Let's just see.
that'd be appreciated.
I'm just going to walk a quick perimeter around the room just to see if anyone
Smart.
else is in here, if there's any
See
other
if there's
doors.
other doors.
It's not much of an around. It's basically down to the end of it and back.
Okay. Just to check if there's another door or...
There's another door at the end of the hall, about 30 meters down.
Alright.
Galloway's gonna approach like one of the closest standing ones and trying to
It's
see.
not standing. It's literally
No,
like
they're up against the wall.
they're coming out of the wall.
Oh, okay.
The foot of
Like,
it
here's
is
the
coming
wall,
out.
and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
They're sacked
Okay.
coming out of the wall.
Oh, okay. He's gonna see if he can find any sort of technology at the base for like if like the other ones where they had readings on them. He's gonna try to see if there's any.
All right.
Glyphs or
Make
anything.
a intelligence tech test.
Which I have now. 17.
17. Okay. You notice that It's similar to when you looked at the creche in the other room, how there are etchings of the runes, those sigils in the foot of each of these sarcophagi. It looks nothing like the attached monitors that you saw back on the asteroid at Luna Maria.
Mm-hmm.
These look like they are the original interfaces.
So, like, say the ones compared to when we accidentally melted, like, it didn't have anything. Did that one not have any sigils on it? It seemed like almost like tampered with.
When we were in Luna Maria, when we first came in, there were some that were still in the boxes that weren't hooked up originally.
The ones that got melted.
Yes.
They melted away way too fast for you to notice.
Okay.
To be able to tell the difference.
Okay. But yeah, these ones clearly are more. Okay. Well, there's more of these etchings on them. They don't have the monitors like the ones at Luna Maria.
Is this the source then? Where they pull from to then?
I can't say with confidence, but based on what we know from how these sigils work, they seem like they're touch and activated based, so to not give you or Ragna a heart attack, I'm not going to touch anything.
So do you think they're all still filled? Are they empty or are they?
I mean, if Gallo tries to is there the
Is
top
there a viewing window?
Where the view window was, because there was a view window if you remember in the Luna Maria ones. It would be past where they are in the wall.
It's in the wall.
Think of it like a giant, massive onyx-plated morgue.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Ragna.
I come back from, I guess, where I was going on the opposite side of it.
Find anything?
Another door on the other side.
Okay.
That's good.
That's good.
News.
I can't look inside these. They look like they have those sigils, like the ones that we'd interacted with before. I haven't touched anything.
Good.
But I can't really look inside them, like unless maybe we
Is there
try
any
to.
access for getting information off of these things? Or
No, these things don't have monitors like the Luna Maria did. These ones seem more.
So there's no interface anywhere.
So what would
in
your
here?
recommendation be?
Well,
That's the interface.
The interface.
You
is the
rolled
the
high
sigils.
enough.
Yeah.
The sigils are the interface.
Yeah, no, yeah. He's like, well, I can interact with these sigils, and it might do something, but I don't have a comprehension of the language per se.
So what would you recommend?
Well, another option we have is potentially seeing if we could pull one out, and maybe we can see if we can look inside. They're still into the wall.
You want to force it out instead of trying to use the interface to roll it out.
Well, the thing is, if I use this interface, I don't know what it will do. I don't want us to be trapped in a room with suddenly 50 of these awakening on us. Which,
Well, it seemed like what was in Luna Maria was modified.
Yeah, it was
I don't think that
modified
was-
by the doctor.
I
He
don't.
was adding
yeah.
those plates to the one that was laying on the table.
okay.
They were modified from some of the people that were missing.
Do we want to check what's behind that door in case things go really, really wrong?
It's either go out the way we came or check that.
Well, yeah, we can check it, see what's
Right.
over there, and then I can try working on one of these.
Exit strategies are always a good thing, and I'm gonna walk to the other side of the door, open it.
Okay, the opposite door on the other end of the hallway. And it's another one of these oval openings with a circular center where the walls.
Is it the same hourglass sunburst one we've been hitting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That slides back and opens. Inside is a large circular room. And at the center of it, there seems to be like a slightly raised dais. Like it only comes up to about the knee. But at at evenly spaced around this central dais is like a circular cutout with a high-backed protrusion on the outside, on the inside of that cutout, evenly spaced so that there are 20 cuts in.
I was just about to ask.
They
how many.
almost look like chairs set into the floor.
Chairs for a normal heighted person or one of these,
Normal heighted person, looks
like our height.
like your height. Yeah.
Okay. Just because some things are a little scaled up in here. So I wanted to verify.
On the inner circle of the dais, where the cutaways are, in each hemisphere of that cutaway, facing in, you can see more of those sigils.
Any other
This is just
exits?
as your flashlight, as you're using your lights to illuminate the different areas, you can catch these images.
It's another room. Do you want me to go in and see if there's another exit from there, or if it's a dead end? It looks like it's got a bunch of chairs around a circular area.
Chair? It looks like it might be just an empty room then? Chairs?
From what I can tell, their sigils are all over the place, but I can't know until I get a closer look.
Oh, well, if there are sigils, those glyphs seem to be the way you would interact with everything, so maybe it's essentially like a computer room.
It might be, but I can go and I'll go see if there's another exit from there. Do you want to stay here, or you want to come with me?
She like looks between the two of them. I hate everything
Which
about
to
this.
protect? Must protect both.
I'll go with you, Captain.
All right, don't hit anything until we get back. I want to check out this,
All right, now.
just to make sure it's not
Actually,
a dead end.
Go to the one that's closest to the door
yeah,
we're going to be at.
yeah. I was just about to
Yeah,
say
so
I'm gonna go over there.
Does the door
'cause that's
stay
closer to
open
where
unless
you
we close
two
it?
are.
It seems like from what you've seen,
Because only
you've
one
had.
of them have been automatic.
Well, that was proximity based.
Yeah, but if he's standing near it,
Yep. You guess.
leave
You
it
know,
open?
maybe.
Yeah, I will be the thing that keeps the door open just by existing. Isn't that nice?
You can make another intelligence tech test on the coffin as the sarcophagus as you investigate it.
okay,
Ooh.
we're gonna
Ooh.
go in and nice.
Stun points.
Yes, but it
What?
does not up the chart. Yeah, you have to look
Oh,
at
that's
the...
2 5s. I thought that was a 3 with my blind eyes.
Where are your fucking glasses?
22.
With stun points.
Oh,
With
yeah.
stump.
And I'll just do intuition and an aha.
All right, I will come back to that.
Okay.
As you make your rounds of the room, since this is a large circular room with that central dais, you start to see that it seems almost reminiscent of a data processing center. The center of the dais has a dome that rises up in the center, where you can see it's at first you thought it was like speckled, but as you look you can see that it has divots. Think like a golf ball or the Epcot ball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a half. It's the top hemisphere of it coming up off the center of the room.
I thought of the ultra hated D100s. I know, but it's what I thought of. Like,
you find 2 more doors. One leading north, and one continuing east.
that's how long the hallway was before. Sorry, my maps are getting to the point they're starting to connect. And I'm like-
Overlapping.
No, not overlapping yet,
Well, yeah, but I mean,
because I've been trying to draw it to scale. And
This is
they're
good,
starting
though.
to get close to where we knew the other one was going, so...
It's good. This means we have absolutely 2 ways to get ourselves out of this fucking room if we need to run, right?
Yeah, but it does look like it's more of a data processing center.
I do want to.
I know you want to touch it.
Do you want to touch this?
I thought I got to touch the thing first.
Well, you touched that thing first, and I touched it second. She screams from the other room.
It's echoey. It's a very empty, very flat surface room, and the acoustics bounce.
That was maybe not our best idea.
So, whatever are in these sarcophagi.
They may be sarcophagirls.
Well, yes.
You
They.
fucking nerd.
Sorry, my brain. It is completely left my brain what I was gonna say.
Oh,
I'm
it was
sorry.
too powerful. Ugh.
Whatever was in those sarcophagi.
No, I know what I said, but I can't remember what I was about to say.
Trying to jog it.
No, skip me.
Oh god.
I can't think of it.
But you're wearing so much clothes. How are you not dying?
I am always dying.
That's my secret, cat.
Yeah, I'm always dying. I'll wait for you guys to come. Ragna, I'll wait for you guys to come back before touching anything in case it goes really wrong, because I'd rather...
Well, I'll stand at the door between both rooms and I'll watch both of you, okay?
Well, you don't know if the bodies that came through, that were coming to life last time, were from the sarcophagus or the I
doctor.
almost called it the debris.
Wow.
It's
Jetsam.
It's the jetsam.
Jetsam.
I
Yeah.
couldn't. I immediately.
Yeah,
I knew what it was supposed to be from, but
Yes.
yeah.
You had the parallel.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Whether the bodies were from there or they were from the jetsam, we didn't get a good look of it beforehand.
All right, well, if we're going to find answers, then...
Press the button. Press the
Just
button.
going to
Okay.
Press
start
the
trying
button.
to work around these glyphs.
You get a sense of what each one might mean, recognizing the patterns in front of you. You start running your hands over certain glyphs, like an Etch-a-Sketch being shaken. The glyphs ripple and change.
Okay. Wipes his eyes like, okay.
The surface seems to respond in moments like that non-Newtonian fluid.
Okay.
But it's solid when you're pressing the glyphs. But after a few presses, you get another reaction and it ripples. And a new set of information is put in front of you. You're fairly sure you could get this thing off the wall.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do, but the forceful way probably would have been a lot worse. I would have asked Eden for that, and then Eden would blame me.
With a few more presses, the sarcophagi starts to move toward you.
Okay? Like,
It-
not like collapsing me,
It's
but like...
pushing its way out of the wall,
Mhm.
and as soon as the whole thing clears, it starts to stand up.
Okay, okay, that's not necessarily
And as soon as it
bad.
stops, a pale blue-green light illuminates right at your eye height for the view inside of it. And you are greeted with a desiccated form. Like freeze-dried, jerky-looking thing that looks reminiscent to some of the carvings you've been seeing around here.
Oh.
The ridges
Yeah.
that move up around the side of the head. The lack of mouth.
Hey, Ragna?
Yeah, is it moving?
It's not moving yet, but
You said yet.
I'm not certain. But
If you look over in his direction, you can see that the thing is now standing up.
Yeah.
And there's light actually shining from the inside of it onto his
I'm
face.
pulling out my shotgun and I'm
Hey,
walking
hey.
over.
hey, okay. Eden, okay, Ragna. Okay, I'm not an archaeologist.
Hey, you said today was going to be great, and if we got through it, you would give us drugs. Get your shit together.
Yeah.
What is it not effective when I say it?
No.
I'm once again gonna try pinging a message to the chain. Just like I've been randomly trying to do this since we got down here.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get into an area of reception, and there's just gonna be like 50 fucking messages that go through to Zep in all like
Just
varying and growing degrees of
it's
panic.
just been in the buffer the whole time, and then
Yep.
finally, once you get access again, it's that
Yep.
just
Flood.
it's that flood. Like you've been sitting there punching it into your phone without the Wi-Fi,
Yep.
and it said message failed to send, and then the second you
Try
get that
later.
Wi-Fi, it sends the whole conversation.
Yep, it's gonna be that moment.
I think we found an ancient race of the galaxy. Like, he's like.
Are
Okay.
you sure it's not moving?
Well, the sarcophagus moved because I
I mean, like
manipulated
looking
it.
at you from the inside.
No, it's pretty dry. But
Dry
it's
dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Dry dead, not wet
Moisturized.
dead.
dead. But it's like the statues with the ridges on its head. Like I think this is an Nemedian, maybe, probably. Like I said, I'm not an archaeologist.
Why would they want this?
I don't fucking know. But I'm gonna just try to put.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
yeah, well, like,
remember that major event I rolled before?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You start to hear what sounds like fluid moving through tubes near the sarcophagus.
Okay, I'm gonna try to put this back in the wall now. Let's put this back in
Ian's
the...
gonna get a little
You move
closer.
over and you start pressing another one starts to come off the wall.
I didn't touch that one. I did not
The
touch
one right next to it.
Okay.
Stop touching things.
Okay.
And it
Nope,
stands up.
Nope. Okay. Eden. Yep. Okay. Let's leave. Let's leave. I say we leave.
As
I say we leave.
make perception seeing tests.
Oh no, that's garbage. Hold on.
Yeah, you get that re-rolls because of your trained
Yeah.
observer.
I also get to re-roll deception things, but that never comes up.
10.
16.
17.
I'm a little shooketh right now.
Shooketh?
Take the shaken card. Thanks.
He's doing that panicked science officer. I'm trying to make it stop, but it won't stop, Captain. Moment.
Giving it all
At the
I got.
console. What did Eden get?
16.
16 and a 17?
Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you start to see that creeping up from inside up because you can see from the neck up to the just the top of the head. You can start to see that fluid, that non-Newtonian
Black goo.
black viscous fluid start to flow up the exterior of the body and start to cover its form.
Captain, you wanted to talk to somebody. Why not talk to the source?
I don't think it can understand me.
As the fluid starts to cover it entirely, you see it start to settle in and fill out the features.
Like a morbid fascination on Eden's face watching.
I'm immediately gonna pull slightly away from it towards the round room.
Everybody, are you pulling
Both
yourself
of
away,
them.
or you're
No,
pulling
both
both
of
of them?
them.
Oh, okay.
The morbid fascination aside, Ragna's just grabbing hold of the collars and just trying to force them back.
It's at that point that the top splits. Well, I'm sorry, the top raises up. The bottom splits to either side.
Oh, that's familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And a hand reaches and grabs the other side. The edge of the sarcophagus. And what looks like an armored foot steps out. And as it steps out with its other foot, you have a disturbing realization. This armor looks very familiar. It has a sort of organic design to it. Its legs aren't retrograde. It has normal humanoid legs. As it steps forward, it turns. It is entirely monochromatic. There is no light on this. Its lids open of its eyes, and it is the same like gunmetal matte color that the rest of the body is. It turns, takes a moment of assessment, and then starts just walking at you.
Captain, say a few words. Captain, say a few words. Captain, say greet with to say a few words.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm going to try to get its attention to me. Do you speak Bridge?
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh,
That's not a great response.
Is dexterity?
Dexterity acrobatics.
It's not free fall or piloting.
Nope.
That's fine.
You were not in 0G. If you were in 0G, it'd be free fall.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, this thing's gonna knock Ragna out, and then we're gonna have to drag her out of here.
It's a -1 for my armor. Hold on. Shit.
what do you have a negative in your armor?
For
We
acrobatics,
have
'cause
negative
of our
on,
light
on
armor.
Oh, that's right,
dexterity.
yeah.
Everything dexterity is a -1 for armor.
You could buy newer armor, but that's an income test to get better armor.
And you get that -1 penalty.
14.
14?
Yes.
Okay, you don't fall on your ass as you step in front of it to get its attention. It never breaks stride. It just keeps walking. Like you
the
stepped in the
command
way
room.
of an automaton at a ride
Okay.
at Disney. Like it's just... Why did I go... This is the second time I mentioned
You're
Epcot
thinking
before, and now
a lot of Florida,
I'm
which
not-
is interesting because it's
Florida
all dying.
man.
Oh man.
There's going to be a barren swamp soon enough. Anyway,
Yeah.
Not
Let
again.
the earth retake it.
No more swamp.
You don't like the swamp? I love the swamp.
No.
The swamp at home.
If we
Anyway.
play and then you have to come and visit Jackal. Sorry.
I never played in that. It's fine.
So, it just keeps moving, and it almost bowls you over, but you're able to keep your footing. As it walks over, takes 2 steps down into the first recess, sits the back of the back that was fully against the inner rim, slides forward and gets it into a position in front of that inner hemisphere, and its hands start to go to work.
Oh. Eden starts to just follow over and just start observing, trying to watch the glyphs, see if she can glean.
Galloway's gonna like poke his head back into the sarcophagus hallway room, seeing like, are they all doing this, or is it just that one next to it? Is it like...
As Galloway looks in, he sees the next one opening, getting out, and it makes its way into that room, making a beeline for the next chair.
Okay.
Are any of the other sarcophagi moving inside the previous hall?
Not currently.
Okay. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but Doctor, you made a better idea with the glyphs. What are they interfacing with?
like,
It doesn't look like they've...
Is something come up in front of them? Like,
They're pressing onto the surface, and you're noticing that the surface itself is doing the same rippling effect. This almost sand-like surface that is just changing and rippling and becoming almost like a matter hologram. And as they press and begin to interface with the surface, the room lightens a little bit. as an overhead light begins to fill the room with that soft blue-green light. And the hemisphere, that dappled ball in the center, begins to melt into the table, becoming many grains of sand itself. Your intuition now, you realize what you're dealing with. These are nanomachines. These are small, near microscopic particles that interact with each other to form new shapes by connecting on top of each other,
So
replicating where necessary,
the
and expanding out.
sand-like material is the nanomachines, not the creatures coming out of the sarcophagi.
They're covered in it.
It's the quote unquote fluid.
Yeah, it's not fluid.
Okay.
Yes, Stargate reference drink. Good job.
Yes,
Paul.
thank you. Yeah, I tried. I screamed inside on my inside.
Used your inside scream.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were a proper Japanese theme park attendee.
Yep.
You screamed on the screamed in your heart.
I screamed in my heart.
Please understand, scream in your heart to avoid the spread of COVID-19.
Okay.
That's how this works.
That giant dome in the center, which you're now realizing is probably, it was about 5 meters tall at the radius, making it a 10-meter wide diameter circle, is now collapsing in on itself and reforming, moving and assembling a structure. As it builds up, it starts to take on the look of a statue. But there's pieces missing. Some of the nanites just kind of crumble off the side, almost like sandstone eroding in a high wind.
Do they, when they erode off, do they reconnect with the ground and
They just hit the ground and they kind of try to form back in. It's like dead pixels on a screen. The sand tries to fill in the empty gap and it just kind of crumbles away. And it eventually grows to be a 5-meter tall Nemedian in robes. That same matte gunmetal monochromatic 3-dimensional image. But as I said, there's dead pixels in the statue where the nanites try to fill in, so there's just holes and chunks that are just constantly bleeding sand as it pours out, as the hologram tries to fill it in, but it has no information, so the nanites get to that spot and just fall. But it constantly tries to fill it in, so what stands before you is this giant sand bleeding statue.
I just imagine static on a TV in some cases where it can't quite get the full image and it's constantly shifting, trying to.
You can even... The sound in the room is the sound of the nanites forming and falling. So you hear the sound of soft sand just being poured, and it's almost reminiscent of being at a shore of an ocean.
I don't know what that's like.
Not like I lived on an
The the eyelids of this statue open and look down at you.
like in a way where like when it was being constructed, it formed looking down, or it's like it was constructed
No, it
and then
formed and now it looks down, and you can see like at
Oh.
joints and spots where it's moving, you can see more nanites are just kind of falling away. As when it had a spot like on its cheek, as it moved, the dead pixel spot stayed in place, so it's like it cut a groove in its face,
having
and now
Atlantis
the
feelings.
what?
I'm having Atlantis feelings.
And the nanites filled in the spot where it moved to.
Okay.
So it's like that area is actually like a dead space.
Yeah, like a 3-dimensional dead space.
It's a
Yeah.
3-dimensional dead pixel
That's really cool.
in a giant sand hologram.
Okay.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Do you remember their black sand surfaces?
Yep.
Their communicators? It's pretty much like that.
Cool. That's what I was imagining.
I was trying to think of where it was in.
Your inspiration bank?
No, I wasn't inspired specifically by this. I had this idea, but I was like, I've seen this in pop culture somewhere else. Yeah. And one of the things was that I thought about was the AIs in Altered Carbon, the way they assemble.
Mm-hmm. And I like the way they disassemble too.
It's been in many things,
yeah.
so it's kind of like that. It's the way the just particles creating the 3-dimensional image. It looks down, and where you had thought there was no mouth, the jaw extends down, and the flesh where the face is kind of pulls back into the side to show it has mandibles in front of its face that make almost a vertical protection for its mouth.
I'm adjusting my drawing. Sorry.
New information. New information.
New information means new drawing.
Okay.
Do you?
It puts out just this noise, this garbled noise that you can't understand.
Do you speak bridge?
It says something again in response.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Galloway, tried too often.
Understand.
Oops.
Data. It says within a whole bunch of other words.
Okay.
Do you need data to learn?
Well, you thought that other room was like some sort of like data room?
Understanding. Learn more data.
Oh, wait, maybe it just needs to hear us talk more. Maybe it's
Or-
analyzing the
or-
language.
Or are there more of these? Are there more funneling into the room, coming to sit
No,
down?
I would have told you.
Okay. Maybe this thing didn't start trying to communicate until these guys popped up. Maybe if we get more of them, it will somehow.
How long have you been inactive?
Algorithmic library completed.
Mm.
State inquiry.
How long have you been inactive?
Data corrupted. State inquiry.
What is this facility?
This facility is a repository for data corrupted. By the rule of 3, it's your turn. Pick one.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of a question. Who are you?
Inquiry not processable.
Okay, so it doesn't have a sense of self.
When was the last time you were accessed?
Data corrupted.
That's similar to the first one that I asked, probably. How long have you been inactive?
Are you asking something about the sarcophagi, or maybe the fluid, or something?
What is your primary function?
The prime directive of this unit is to provide data access for Nemedian culture and sciences.
Okay, well,
The scientists here were data corrupted.
okay, something happened to their scientists.
Do you believe they were the ones removed and at Luna Maria?
What?
They had to come from somewhere.
You think maybe the doctor was trying to get Nemedian scientists for some...
We've come across these nanites before.
But this is different than the sand stuff that they had. This
As far as we can tell, we haven't been able to compare them yet.
No, they're rather similar. It's just
Yeah.
that in the way they're interacting in different, it seems to be able to express in different ways. You just didn't see it expressing this way before. The hologram, the 3-dimensional sand hologram you're looking at is very reminiscent of the way the bugs acted and when they were broken.
Okay.
Do you have a physical backup of your data?
Inquiry not understood. Restate question.
Maybe just ask it for...
Is it possible to
Information?
copy the data within your systems?
We would have hard drives. Do you, like, where is your...
Well, I can do questions at a time here. So
Yeah.
first question is how much data, or what was it?
Is it possible to copy the data
Yeah.
within your system?
Yes. Data can be transferred to the proper storage receptacle.
Okay.
How can we download the data?
He gestures to one of the seats, and the interface surface ripples a little bit, and a diamond-shaped port appears.
Again, it's that same reason why I couldn't download the information elsewhere.
Like back in those statues. Okay.
Do you have a neuro interface?
Question. Inquiry not understood. Restate.
If these things are more aligned with the ancestry of the Kaitoans, then it wouldn't make sense for them to have technology linking them to Tuathans with their neurotech, because we weren't even from this fucking galaxy.
You realize there are other cultures who have figured out how to do neurolinks, right?
Well, yeah, but
Okay, that's why I was asking.
this is an ancient race. I don't know.
Nikita, not Ragna, can't think of anything.
yeah, I know.
Wait, and now I want to ask it. It said there was something else in scientists. What was the first thing? It had.
It's basically a
Nemedian.
library of Nemedian culture.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Is there like a library or a glossary to access Nemedian culture?
Median culture. Further refine search parameters.
What about an alphabet? to understand the language, the glyphs.
That would yeah, okay. Nemedian glyphs.
Translations. Like, what are their translation of the glyphs in your...
I mean, we could work it out if we just have the full layout of what they mean. We could piece it together a bit easier.
The sand being and the table, it's a dais, raises its hand, and from the surface in front of it, sigils. Now, obviously, there's these dead pixel patches, so it just kind of, some of them break apart and become they just change. They're not as solid as they once were. It lifts them all up and gestures in front of it. Beginning early elementary instruction on Median language.
It's Atlantis.
Oh my god.
Hello, young one.
Okay, this is good.
Recording this is actually
Today,
great.
Yeah.
we shall begin your journey towards becoming a valued member of the Nemedian society.
Okay.
Recording.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me go through this lesson entirely?
No, like
No, but like
well,
we
like-
want to record like the you know.
the thing is, this room there was another door.
There were 2 other doors.
Yeah, there are 2 doors.
If I'll
Is there a map of the facility?
ooh, that would be good, but I don't know if we want to. It might interrupt his lesson.
I'd like to know the biology,
Okay, we got a lot
like
of
a
questions.
primer on biology, right? Because they're using the biology.
There's
in
no
what...
way we'll be able to ask all the questions.
Okay,
wanna
but
be
we
able
can
to
ask as much as we can.
I mean, unless we can find a way, like it showed with that interface, unless there's a way we could physically download this information and then reference it back later.
I
Because
tried.
otherwise we could be down here forever.
Last time I tried to interface, you said it was because it uses a essentially like a USB cord that we don't have, right?
Yeah.
And there's no way to neurologically, like, because there's no Wi-Fi essentially, correct?
Not that you can't catch any signals or any networks that you're able to interface with in here. There's a lot of there is a lot of miscellaneous data streams that your processors can't put together.
I don't know how to like. I know it would be ideal if we could download the.
Well, maybe if we keep searching, we can find the thing to interact with it, perhaps?
Do you have a map of the facility
Okay.
that we are currently in?
It stops in the middle of it. It had been giving its little lesson
Oh.
that whole time.
Oh, boy.
It stops, returns to a neutral position. The letters fade back into the ground. It lifts its hand up and turns its hand over, and a plate forms in its hand. And it, like kneeling down, places it on the deck of the dais, and tunnels form out of the sand of the plate and tilts forward, creating an overhead view. From what you can see, there's maybe 3 or 4 other chambers nearby, but the rest just starts crumbling away.
Okay. Well,
So, this chamber, there's a small hallway that leads to another chamber. That's what connects to that bend.
Okay, so there's another chamber between us and the bend.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That bend connects to from the bottom.
Yep,
So when you got to the T-junction when you first came in,
Yep.
if you had headed right,
it would have taken you to a second chamber. Yeah.
it would have looped around a corner, come up to a chamber, and that chamber is the next one over.
Yep.
There is, from the north door, there's another hallway to a chamber to the north.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that Another hallway extends out that catches around the loop.
Yes. Yes.
You have a
Okay.
completed floor, so to speak.
Yep. It is not but to scale, but
There seems to be other like hallway / tunnel implications, but they all break apart from corrupted data, dead pixel spaces.
What is the word for your holographic technology? What is the technology you employ to show us this display?
Nanites would be the closest word for your language.
What causes dysfunction in your nanite systems? What disrupts them?
There are several ways. The first is data corrupted. The second is corrupted data. He doesn't say that in his data corrupted voice. He's literally saying that corrupted data can make them not work.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, no, I got that.
That's two ways. Are there any additional ways to cause dysfunction in your nanites?
Query not understood. Restate.
Me as Cassandra wants to ask about the technology of the nanites, like how they operate, like a primer on their nanites.
Okay.
But are they just normal nanites, or is this unique in the world? Do nanites not exist?
I think you're thinking a little bit. You're thinking a lot like somebody who is watching a show and immediately going, I know exactly what I would ask. It's not as cut and dry as that. There's a lot of, from what you can tell, there's a lot of corrupted data.
Yeah.
And just asking, how do I disrupt your technology is not a very well put together question. That's why you're constantly getting the data corrupted or misunderstood.
How is this building shielded?
Good one.
Oh shit. I had it in my head.
I know the feeling.
This building is protected by a temporal probability field.
Oh. Is that?
Can you bring up schematics on this?
Do we know what that is?
Data corrupted.
It's been way too easy.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, guy. You gotta give me a little wiggle room here.
Temporal. What was it?
Temporal probability field. Basically, the reason for the change in trajectory of the bombardment was because just the perfect thing happened to change it right before it hit this area. Like, it just shifted. Sorry, I nerded out
No,
a
it's
lot.
okay. That's
No,
the point.
don't apologize.
Huh. So-
Ragda wouldn't give two.
Okay, I'm still confused by. Are the Nemedians? Are you guys like? Is your race still here? Are you guys alive?
Query misunderstood. Please restate.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if all the bodies in those sarcophagi are capable of being reanimated into sentience.
I mean, like, I really don't know how they work, but I mean, if these things are alive and they've just been stuck down here for.
Well, you'd have to try to also figure out why this is trying to be used by other people now.
I mean, it presents itself with a lot of questions. Are the Nemedians extinct?
restate me. Query not understood. Please restate.
Are the Nemedians in the room aside from here capable of sentience, or are they processing?
Are they processing what?
The dude came in and sat down on the chair to interact with the thing. I'm wondering if they're using them to, like, as processing. They're just there for the
They're like
interaction.
placeholders, and it's the nanobots actually doing it?
No,
Because I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not understanding what you're asking.
okay, then just there to the Nemedians in the other room, are they capable of, like, sentient existing outside of these pods?
Yes.
And I don't think they're extinct if they're capable of.
Okay.
It's a weird way to go about it, but yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
sometimes my own brain is a little bit weird.
Okay, so wait, so that
Why have them all in those pods then? If they could be up and walking around
Could
and
be a
living.
stasis chamber.
yeah, so
Yeah, but why? Why have so many in stasis?
And why has this all shown up now?
Why hasn't anyone woken them up?
Why are you all in stasis?
Thank you.
She just was like,
Like you're asking each other, and there's
Right,
literally
no.
like
Yeah.
computer dude like,
We're trying to be a character.
yeah.
no, it's cool. No, that's the funny thing.
Yeah, I 100%
In
imagine
character,
that
I
if they-
totally see them just like all of a sudden just not
Turning
paying
away.
attention to
Yeah.
giant
They're
computer.
literally just asking each other these questions. The guy's just like,
Right?
He's just standing there, and then all of a sudden like, hold on, why?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was perfect. That's exactly what it was in my head. It wasn't a moment of like you idiots. No,
Yeah.
it was a cute character moment. Why are you in stasis? Was what you asked?
Why are you keeping all the bodies in stasis?
The Nemedian scientists in station in this facility are awaiting completion of algorithmic computation.
computation of what?
The solution to a posited problem.
What is the problem?
The problem is existential.
They have a problem with existing?
Or maybe they have like some like a fear of some kind that they can't really solve. It's just like
I don't think they put an entire species into stasis if they were having an existential
but would we though?
No.
No, the answer isn't. You can't just say 42 and get it made. Oh! I see you in chat. Chat made the reference too.
Oh. For a solution to a problem, an existential problem. What is this problem?
Well, okay, well let's
Can you elaborate on the existential problem?
The problem is that of extinction.
Okay.
They were going extinct. But they
Okay.
put them in stasis to stop it from happening.
What factors were bringing about extinction?
The extinction event imminent in approximately data corrupted years.
Okay. When were the Nemedians put in stasis?
Data corrupted.
I guess.
Dang it, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay. Alright, so the Nemedians got scared shitless of something that they thought was gonna make them go extinct.
Something that would happen at a certain time, so it's not like a genetic slow thing. That would happen like over. If
So-
it's something that happens in a date, then maybe it was an outside forces situation.
Or some sort of contamination.
So the scientists put them in stasis to protect themselves from the extinction. How do we? Okay, so we just
That's
gotta.
a question I recommend asking the big guy.
How do we wake you up then? How do we stop? How do we end the stasis?
The stasis will end when a solution is found.
How do we posit new information to the scientific minds?
I know what you're asking.
How do we send you an email?
How do we like update the scientists with information on the world, the universe? Like, hey,
Let me respond.
okay.
Let me get to query misunderstood. Please restate.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, here's a question. Where are the Nemedian scientists?
What?
The Nemedian scientists are held within the data corrupted. The Nemedian warriors are on standby in data activation. Transmission sent.
Wait, no. Oh shit! Fuck. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. Gel's gonna look back into the sarcophagus room.
Marco!
I just see the Muppet lean.
Oh yeah.
Big lean, and so there's warriors on standby, which are active now. So. Is anything happening in the sarcophagus room?
When we looked at that map, also, did it look like there was a room similar to this one?
This is the center.
Like,
This is the central
Center room.
right? So how many looked like the coffin rooms?
The one to the north and the one to the east.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if there's
Did the two curved rooms meet at the end, or did it just literally end there like a Pac-Man? Sorry.
There's a chamber where the two.
So the north ones, that has a T-junction, and that corridor continues.
There's
does
a
it-
chamber at the end of that T. Like the T junction is a chamber that then has two doors going off of it to create the T.
Okay. So I wanted to see if...
Hold on, let me
Basically,
go over there
it
and look
was-
at your map quick. I'll tell you.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
can tell you
Map check.
what is correct. Hold on, MapQuest is on its way.
Basically, I want to know if these two continue, because this is the center chamber here.
Mhm.
They have one of these chambers.
No,
this
no.
chamber.
That
This is where we
chamber, this chamber is here, and it connects these two.
were. Okay. So that chamber is there, and that connects those two. So basically, I hadn't drawn this portion yet. I didn't know if this ended, and it was just a total...
Yeah, it's hallway out to another chamber here.
Mhm.
Now you're done.
Okay, so there is one here. I didn't have this because this wasn't described, so I wanted to know if this
I
completely
yeah,
circled.
I did actually try and give you an idea of that.
So we have 3 like morgues, stasis chambers.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So warriors, scientists. What's our other class?
More warriors.
Or maybe it's like civilian or engineer.
It's still waiting.
Yes.
You can still ask your questions.
Okay, we activated.
I'm trying to think of how to phrase the question. I know exactly what I wanted to ask. I just said it out loud.
What are the other classes?
There are scientists, warriors. Who else are held in stasis?
The Nemedian people.
Okay.
That would mean that you need a lot of space.
This place was how far down to get to?
Over a mile
It was.
down, straight down.
It wasn't an
How's
actual
everything
question.
powered still.
Well,
That's a question. What is the primary power source your people use?
The primary power source of the Nemedian people is ether.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Everything runs on next time.
I didn't say that.
Oh, are you? Oh. Sandra's gonna tuck that one down.
Okay.
I'm not Orla. I can't ask that.
Okay, so warriors, scientists, the people, extinction, existential threat.
I have no idea.
Well, okay. Well, we know that some of the sarcophagi were stolen. I guess maybe
Or found elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, how many planets were the Nemedians put in stasis on? Is there any other world that they're on?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Leans forward again and dips his finger into the floor.
Okay.
He follows into it.
Okay. Where are you going?
The sand lifts up, and like a grand planetarium. Oh, what's the name? Damn. I'll look up the term later. Astro.
Astrolabe?
No, not an astrolabe. It's a specific device. It is
Planetary?
That's what he said.
No. I've already
Is
said
it
planetary.
the thing from the library in Avatar? Like the big
I mean, I'm thinking of in Atlantis during when they're talking to the ancient, quote unquote,
Augra's room from Dark Crystal. The big.
Okay.
Crap, what the hell is it called?
Okay. I don't even know the name of the thing, but I know the thing now. I know what the thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Big like circular, and it's got like the things that go.
You've seen Dark Crystal before, right?
No.
Oh.
That's why I have no idea what you're talking
I
about.
only know
Yeah,
Velvet
you
because
wanna
of the
watch.
trailer from the. No, Dark
SG-1.
Crystal is not
You haven't watched
Stargate.
Atlantis? I know it's not fucking
I've
Dark
only
Crystal. Get leave right now. Get in your void suit and fucking just.
I've only
It's a
watched a
space.
couple of episodes of Atlantis. I never watched the full thing.
Oh man.
I watched one my mom watched.
Oh man.
Why is you not more mad at me for not watching any of it?
Yeah, I almost expected from
It's
you.
called. Thank you. I'll throw out some. Credit here. Polythrox. It's called an orrery.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
That's nice.
I've never heard of that one.
ORRERY. It's a mechanical. It's a mechanical model that if you turn the handle, gears create the motion of
They
the
had that in the
planets.
Musketeers.
Yes,
No, it's called an orrery.
it's called an orrery.
Cool. I
That
had
is
no idea
exactly
it's
what
called.
it is. Thank you very much.
So
Nicely done.
it's doing that in the
A
same.
grand sand orrery. And I need a navigation test.
Kind of is that intelligence?
It's intelligence
Is it closed?
navigation. It is not closed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try and help, but
Hey, listen, I got a +1 to intelligence. Never mind up the churn.
oh,
If an 18 succeeds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You rolled the
sure,
trip
you
6.
know,
No,
Yay.
665.
665. Gotcha.
But I got stun points.
Mm-hmm.
13.
I got like a 12.
Aha, and an intuition.
Aha. You notice in the orrery that you thought it was astral. You thought it was just astral bodies you didn't recognize, but then you recognize the arrangement of the Galian sector. This small part of it in this little section at the center of a very large blob of astral bodies. Little white pinpricks of light start lighting up over dotted worlds within that cluster. Start to lose count after about 30 as they spread across astral bodies in the sector and beyond. And like a shadow from behind it, from the domed ceiling above, the face of that statue comes back, looks down, and says, "The Nemedian Stellar Empire waits here." We shall rise and prepare for the coming of Data Corrupted. As the orrery breaks, all the sand rains down upon you from above, showering you in the blackened sand that is the nanites. And in this shower, that is where we are going to end tonight's show.
I was just about to ask if one of the dots in the system was Erebus.
Ooh.
And I was just like, but I would...
You do have recording.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have star charts.
You
There's
got it
more
all on
information.
film.
I can't just give you a full-blown, like, God answer machine. There's got to be stuff to it. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We are signing off. I have been Conry. With me has been...
Cake.
Just Kevin.
Cassandra.
Catch you guys next time. Until we see you again, which I'm hoping is this week at Devil's Workshop, and then Saturday for Ghost Reveries.
Yeah.
But until we see you again, remember to always stay evil. Good night, everybody.